damn it. Ahoy, crypto pirates. This is my ass all blurred out. I am your captain, RG3, and this is your Discourse Syndicate. All jacked the hell up. Hold on a second. Let me see if I somehow get this thing unfucked. Give me a minute. God damn it. Well, this is bad. This is really, really bad. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Son of a bitch. Stronger than Stronks. Oh. All right, guys. Welcome. Let me see what we can do here. I think I know what might be doing this. Hold on 1 second here. I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to leave the studio. All right, let's try this. We got another camera now, so let's see. Kinetics. Look at
What's up, brother?
What's happening?
Just driving to old Wally World.
Having technical difficulties here. I just got on stream because my camera died.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yeah, my camera just went fuzz right there on the when the stream started. Let me see.
It's a good thing you're kind of a big deal and you got more than one.
Well, yeah, I got and I've been waiting to pull a trigger on a new camera. So anyway, what's happening, fellas, ladies, gents, Discourse Syndicate, Hexicans, we're finally live. What are you doing? Where are you driving to with no sleep?
Headed to I'm headed to the gym. Can you point me in the right direction?
So the gym, that's where you're going. Is the
No,
gym.
I'm actually going to Walmart real quick.
So-
Gotta grab some last minute things. So
Right.
I already took the monkey suit off for the day when I got home from work. So
Right on.
it's
Well,
still
have anything you wanted to say before I throw you out of here? Because I don't want to talk to you.
okay. Fair enough. Yeah, tell John Wick hi for me. I really bummed I missed his last stream. And
He had trouble kind of the last stream with his camera and stuff too, I think so.
Yeah, well, I know we're on kind of different spectrums of the legacy financial model, the real world legacy financing side of things, but nonetheless, we're both on it. So I was really hoping to pick his brain on a few things, but I don't know if I can stay on the rest of the night. But
He's gonna we're running Litecoin's running a little behind right now, and then John's not in yet, so we'll get everybody on here in a second. But yeah, we'll still be rolling, dude.
So I just want to say, without divulging anything we ever talk about personally, you guys, we talk a lot off the air, and a lot of the stuff we say on stream is very conservative to what we think is realistic but we don't want to set too many expectations. But you guys, we're in the right product. Let me put it that way. We're in the right finished product.
Yep, we are. Thanks for the lemons there, Wagner, Hex Wagner. Oh, Diamond. Thanks for the diamond and the ice creams and everything else you guys are sending. Thanks, guys. Yeah, bro. We do have a lot of conversations. I got to sit down and hang out with Liberty Day, and just the caliber and quality of people that are in Hex. I mean, insane, bro.
Other than you and I.
Well, someone's got to be the slum, right? Someone's got.
That's right.
The freaking belly dragon weasel. So, all right, bro. Well, that's what I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk about the community today, and I want to talk to you, and I don't need you up here while I'm talking about you.
Fine. See, you don't want to see all the fat people in Walmart?
No, have fun. Get back on here when you're not driving around.
Will do. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Later. All right, Hexicans. So the reason I wanted to get up here and talk today was I wanted to say how awesome this community is, because I've been starting to become friends with a lot of you out there, and personal relationships, getting to meet up with a lot of you. And I gotta say, you all of you Hexicans are some quality people. I mean, the gals on Twitter, Hex to the Yes, the Annette, we got Nerd Girl, and oh my gosh, all the names, and her name is slipping me, and she has the most awesome hair in all of Hex. Doggone it, why am I forgetting her name? Now I look like a damn idiot. But let me see here. Serena, Alonzi, another one, Aramis Brown. Just, we've had conversations, all these people. Who else is out there? Just crypto Twitter, Hexican Twitter, some dude, Yoda, all you guys, man. You guys are just freaking stand-up people. And you guys tear Twitter up, and you guys come to the rescue of all the Hexicans. You guys are educating people out there. So I just want to say how strong I think you guys are. All the support you've given us here on Discourse Syndicate and on Hexologist's show. You guys are all just awesome, standing behind each other like you are. So my hat's off to you, crypto Twitter and all you out there. And I haven't mentioned your name. I'm sorry, but it's hard for me to remember all of freaking names. Some of you have 2 different names, one on Telegram, one on Twitter, one on, the Dlive. You got a different name. So you guys are all, but you're all near and dear to my heart because, man, what a strong community. And somebody asked in Telegram a little while, what does that mean? Well, that just means it's a European word for strong, but for like rugged, bullish, freaking hardcore strong. And that's what I see the Hexican community as. You guys are just strong as fuck, just strong. I mean, the guys that have started this show with me, first of all, Hexo, I mean, the guy goes out there and streams every day with a smile on his face every single day, the whole time, 24-hour streams, streaming at his baby's birth in the hospital, in the hallways. I mean, there is no better example of what a Hexican is than the Hexologist. And on top of that, he's my Marine brother. And some of you may not understand what that means, but that's deep. I mean, Marines and the brotherhood that we have, it's thicker than blood. It's thicker than water. It's just one of those things. It's hard to explain. It's hard to understand, but Marines stick together, and Hexo and I have become really good friends. And I just want to let all of you know that you've just got some strong leaders in this community. You've got people with integrity. You've got people with values. You've got people that care. You've got people that are smart. You've got people that are looking out for your best interest. Because check this out. Check this shit out. I don't get any money for this. I don't get paid for this. I'm doing this out of the goodness of my own pirate fucking heart, right? I mean, I spend time away from my kids and my family. I mean, I'm traveling all over the place working anyway. And then I do this on the side. So my family's sitting over there in the other room and I got to go do a stream. I hate time for me to do a stream. Now, it's not that I don't like doing it. I enjoy doing it. But, we do this for free. This isn't, we don't get paid for it. I don't even show my referral link. I show Hexos. By the way, hex.doctor if you want to go get yourself a 10% more Hex or 20% more Hex. So you guys got to realize that you have some strong leaders backing up the Hex community and trying to get the word out. And, I know that it gets rough out there sometimes in Twitter and, out in the crypto world and people fudding us out and talking shit about us and Richard and all that. But we ain't going nowhere and they ain't got shit for us. You can't bang your head up against this project and you can't bang your head up against the Hexicans because we are a strong ass community. We're a smart community and we're backed up by this project. I mean, that's why we stand in front of it so strong. And the leadership that you guys do have, volunteer leadership. It's not like we're out here telling you that we're your leaders. We just came out and started, providing a platform for people to speak, providing information on Hex, providing, education on what it's all about. So kind of by default, that made us your leaders. But what's cool about that is you got strong ones. Like I just spent the afternoon actually with Liberty. And I mean, what a smart, successful human being he is. I mean, I went to the guy's country club and, now I don't want to dox or anything, but I went to the guy's country club. One of the most beautiful country clubs I've ever seen in Southern California. Southern California is fucking badass. I mean, we got some badass shit out here and I've never even been to that place. And I went in and it's just amazing. It was amazing. So success and he's all in on Hex. I mean, he is just like, this project is the best thing. And he's been in crypto since 2014. And he says it's the best thing he's ever seen in crypto. And he's already done well in life. He didn't need Hex. But he got involved because he enjoyed crypto and he got involved because it was smart and what was going on. And he's got a lot of people. Now, this was something Hexo and I talked about, was he's got that we're starting to see that, at first we thought, maybe Hex and all of its strength is from, Richard and the people from the whale community out there that are part of the project or whatever. Man, I'm getting calls and DMs from people who are very involved in this project that have absolutely nothing to do with, Richard or the project, the devs or any of that stuff. These people are just investors that wanted to get involved in the project, and they're putting a lot of money in it. They're investing a lot of money in Hex. So there is some strong supporters of the project that are not part of the project. So a lot of money is coming in, and like I said, Liberty's got the people that he's involved with are involved in the project. So there's a lot of strong, smart investment money coming into Hex. There's a reason why we are where we're at. There are, even though it may not seem like we've got a lot of support out there, it's just the stupid little smidgen of crypto community and Twitter and whatever that we're seeing this FUD and shit come from, and the scam thing. The people that have done the real research, there's real money in Hex. We've got over $1 billion in market cap. There is real money in Hex. So don't ever put your head down about what's going on out there. We're killing it, guys. We are killing it, and there are strong people coming into Hex. And there's going to be more. There's going to be more. And like I said, there's a whale pod out there right now, and I've talked to a few of them. And there's a whale pod out there right now that people that have a lot of value. And I just got a feeling that they're coming in. And I don't know if it's going to happen before big payday, after big payday, or what, but there's people that are really excited about Hex that are whales. So anyway, not to get everybody all super excited or anything, but I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. I'm like I said, I'm just putting on a show for all the Hexicans to speak to, and people are coming to me and telling me these things and talking to me. And like I said, like Kinetic said, we have these conversations on the side off of the show, of who we're talking to and whatnot. So there's some strong people and some strong community. And then, of course, I don't want to lighten it up at all, but pun intended, Litecoin Moses, my right-hand man here on the show, always there, always helping out, always making sure that we're taken care of here. And as smart as they come when it comes to crypto. I mean, he's out there trying to dig up the information for all of you, so that if you are playing around in other projects or everything, and on the other hand, it's good to not be kind of like in a bubble. It's good to have somebody that's outside the bubble, that's bringing information in, and it still boosts up your confidence in Hex when you hear stuff from him. So another strong member of the community, Stronk member of the community, is Litecoin. And I can't say enough about him. He's a good dude, and he's one of the hardest working guys I know. He's out there, got his own business. He's got his own freaking crypto program. He's out there researching stuff, showing up on this show. He's got like 2 other shows that he does, and I mean, it's just his work ethic is freaking beyond compare. That's for sure. And then he's young on top of it, so he's going to be a successful guy. That is for sure. And then Kinetics has always been there to help out when I couldn't do it. When my father passed away, when I started this travel gig and I've been gone, he's always been there to push the buttons when I couldn't. So he's just an awesome guy. Appreciate him and all he does for the show. And he and I have a cool relationship, and we talk often, and we talk about Hex, and we talk about what's going to happen here soon. I mean, guys, look, bottom line is, and I mean, you can take your gains and walk away or whatever, but I've gotten more out of Hex than just this fat bag of Hex that's going to be growing over the next 15 years exponentially. I've gotten a lot of good friendships, like Johnny Chaos. Man, I'm bummed that I didn't get to catch him when I went out there. Brand's freaking awesome dude. Got to go meet him in Seattle. Crypto Coffee. They don't make him any smarter and any cooler than him. He's just an awesome guy. Whenever I get to go out to the Chicago area, I'm looking him up because fun, smart, knows his crypto, knows Hex, confident, up and coming young man. He's going to be very successful too. So I say all of this because if you've listened to any type of intelligent mentorship out there, read books, I don't even want to mention all the names of the influencers out there, but guys like Richard who write self-help books and try and help people get through life, mentor them through media, books, tapes, videos, that kind of stuff. One of the things that have always resonated with me, and now that I'm older, it's really been an important part of my life. And I want to leave this out there for all you younger people, or for you people who are just trying to be more successful, or trying to get that golden ring, or trying to make one leg up, and you've been beaten down, you've been trodden upon. Look, I grew up in Inglewood, which was the freaking slums of LA, basically outside of LA, and real rough neighborhood. Had to learn how to live in the streets, that kind of thing. I was homeless by the time I was 15. So I was a kid on the streets. By the time 15, 16 years old, I was homeless. Some people actually helped dust me off, and I got to get into the Marine Corps and get myself, cleaned up and change my life. But something that I learned in books from some smart people, one of these sayings was, and it has to do with your income. And I'm specifically talking about income here, not any, type of mental health issues or but a success tactic. And the saying goes like this: your income, your success and your income is going to equal or be par with or be the medium income of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So let that sink in. That was like one of the philosophies in life that I had as I was growing older. I hung out with a lot of losers for a long time until I started to change that. And as I changed that, and you can put that in, and it doesn't just have to be income. It could be mindset. It can be physical, their physical body, how they take care of themselves. You spend time with people that take care of themselves and eat right and do those kinds of things, you're going to start to become par with those same people that you spend the most time with. Don't know why it is or what it is, but it just is. So the people that I like to spend the most time with are people who are successful, people that are upbeat, people that are happy, people that are healthy, people that are taking care of their families, those kinds of things. So I've weeded out the folks in my life that haven't, given that to me or been as successful as I want to be. So the more and more you add people like that around you and put into your life, the closer and closer to being at par with them that you'll be. So anyway, just a little tidbit. So right on, I am going to bring up our guys. First of all, I've got Dollar Cost Crypto, our boy, Litecoin Moses. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? Hey, dude, that was so. You almost got me emotional, man. Dude, thank you, man. That was real cool, dude. Like, I could say like a million things about you too, man. You're a hardworking ass motherfucker, man. I gotta say that, man. Like, for real. Like, all the traveling you do, and you're still. It doesn't matter if you're on a phone or at your house and stuff. You're always trying to be in the mix. Doesn't matter. Like I always appreciated that about you, and then also, we try to be each other's crutches at all points during the show, and anytime I couldn't do it, you do it, or if kinetics, or we'd always find a way, and that's what's something so beautiful about we find a way, and no matter, and then this is also why I appreciate all the people that are on the show as well, because we told you this is going to be a rocky pirate ship since the beginning, and through, just see,
it hasn't always been true.
Yeah, if you just go back and see the first streams we ever did to now, like, wow, you guys have come along quite a long way, man. Like, I was streaming on an iPhone before, every day and night, man, day and night.
We'd lose you. You couldn't hear us, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I remember my camera still flashes,
I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, man. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, man. I love putting in hours in this show just because I get to talk to people like you. And you're a smart guy, man. Trust me. Like, the other thing you talked to me about the 10-10-10-30 thing, that was genius as well, just to stay. Like, I love listening. Like, you guys have to, if you guys ever get the chance, try to get a loan with Captain RG, because he hits you with some sage advice. For real.
Well, let me talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here comes the fellas. Look, we got Brissology and
Hex. What's good?
So one of the
What's up,
things.
guys?
What's up? So one of the things that I like teaching younger folks about money when people start asking about, hey, saving, staking, doing all that kind of stuff, is something that I learned, which was the 10-10-10-30-40 plan. And it goes like this. And I've posted it in Telegram. It wasn't well received, so I quit posting it, but it's really a kind of a solid plan. And what the 10-10-10 stands for is, so as you start to make money, especially like the type of crypto gains you may be making in Hex, you want to start allocating that money properly, and the way it goes is, 10% you blow. That's your Lambo, that's your Rolex, that's your, trip to Hawaii, Tahiti, whatever. 10% blow it. It doesn't matter on what. 10% you're going to give away to some type of a charity, something that you care about, whether it's your sister, whether it's your bonehead, neighbor, whatever it is, it's a place for recovery or whatever, church, so be it. Give 10% away. And then save 10%. Put some greenbacks in a fucking envelope and stick them in a safe. Keep some cash on hand, something like that. 10%, keep it on hand. And then 30%, build a business. Put money into something, an investment, whether it's properties, whether it's stocks, bond, whatever your thing is, Hex. Put that 30% it away. Make it make money. It's got to make money. 30% should be making money. And then the 40% you live off of. That should be your bills. That should be your house payment. That should be your car payments. That should be all your bills. So 40% you live on, 30% you build a business, you build an empire, you build something that's going to be making some cash flow, and then 10-10-10, blow it, give it away, freaking shoebox, So that's the 10-10-10-30-40 plan. And that's what I live by. So just anyway, that's that.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas?
Sounds good. I like that plan.
Yeah. That's just kind of a way to judge your money and how you're spending it, especially when you make big gains like freaking Hexicans are about to make. Holy fucking balls!
What percentage of that do you pay towards taxes?
Well, your taxes come out before your 10-10-10-30-40. That's first.
Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong.
I'm just like all in on crypto. I'm all in.
Taxes don't count for your money. That doesn't belong to you no more.
Right. The only caveat to that is leverage it with other people's money. So I'm buying right now. We're negotiating 3 rental properties and $0 out of pocket personally. So I'm pretty excited about that because I'm using other people's money to do it.
That is awesome. And then now that's taken the whole thing to another level. When you start to use leverage, that's when you get smart with your money. When you've become established and you know what you're doing, then you can start leveraging, and that's a whole nother game right there. That's what I'm kind of learning now later on in life is how to do the leveraging thing, how to use other people's money. And that's rich people freaking know, man. Rich people know how to make money grow and make more money. Poor people know how to spend it and stay broke.
Yeah.
I was just thinking the other day that, rental properties are like awesome. I was watching Graham Stephan on YouTube, and he's a real big real estate guy. And he's like, if you buy the house and live in it and then rent out the other rooms, they pay off the mortgage. And then after a couple of years, you can take a loan out and buy another rental property that you live in. And just keep doing that over and over, and eventually you just have rental properties.
There's even better ways than that to do it, where you can just get the money and buy like 10 of them.
Right?
Yeah.
But what I was really kind of thinking about was Hex. I'm like, man, with Hex, if you have enough reoccurring, laddering stakes,
Yep.
that is like rental money. except for there's no floors to clean. There's no like walls to paint. There's nothing. There's no damages that you have to take care of. It's like rental property, but superior in my opinion.
There's gonna be people complaining one day about, oh, I had to wake up early today. I had to put pants on. I had to turn on the computer. Had to click on the fucking website. Dude, my life's hard right now, man.
Life is hard. I had to get out of. I had to roll out of bed today. Hey, let me say something to the chat room. Hey, 67 Cutlass 442. Nice name, by the way. The platforms we spend time on is the chat room that I see most, so that's why I don't see. We just started doing the live streaming to the YouTubes again because of reasons that we weren't sure we were going to still be on YouTube, but I see you there, man. I see you. So you got some questions? Go ahead and throw it up, and I'll engage with all of you. Okay, so nothing intentional to discredit or not talk to anybody out there, because we freaking love the whole community, even the haters, especially the haters. Please, we don't have enough haters here. I love the haters. Get on here so that we can educate your asses and wreck your fucking dreams of hurting X, because you can't talk shit to us. You can't hurt Hex. You can't talk shit to Hex. You can't talk shit about Richard, because you know what? We talk more shit about ourselves than you guys could ever imagine. Only we tell the truth. You guys all just got a bunch of lying FUD, all of you guys out there that are talking shit about us. So that's easy to discredit. So that's why I say the Hexicans have the strongest community in the whole fucking crypto world, because ain't nobody got shit on us. You ain't got nothing on us. You got nothing. Not even Antonopoulos can come at us sideways. We slapped him down like a little bitch the other day because he talks shit. Anyone, Tone Vase, all of you fucks, any of you try and come here, you're getting wrecked. And not just by Richard, by us fucking idiots that don't know shit. I ain't no crypto, but I'll tear your ass up. But
hey, Captain.
Come at us.
Hey, Captain, can I show you something?
Show it. Can you show it without us getting in trouble?
Well, it's loot. I got some loot. I got some loot from one of these Twitter raids.
Go ahead.
You're gonna love this.
A Twitter raid.
I got my very own candelabra. Are you even a Hexican if you don't have a candelabra? But here's the deal. It turns on days we pump. We pump.
Look at
on the days we dump.
You got it on. What do you mean you got it on Twitter?
On a Twitter raid.
What the
I grabbed myself some loot.
Oh,
pirate.
Oh, gotcha. Now I gotcha. Good job.
Every Hexican needs a candelabra.
You're just gonna see a crystal chandelier right here in the back the next day.
Oh man,
these are made of chicken bones from expensive ass baller ass restaurants I went to.
Let's see. I'm trying to look at the
shout out YouTube. What's good?
And shout out to the chat room. We got Richard in there. Candelabra Stronk, he said.
I want to add to your point that you were talking about earlier, Captain. Before I was able to hop back on the stream, I was still watching it, and I'll tell you what, we have more 6-figure, 7-figure, and even 8-figure incomes out, except maybe Bitcoin. So the rest of them can go pound sand, because we got the strongest, we got the most liberty-loving, gun-owning, toughest community out there. There's no doubt about it. So any community wants to come at us. You come at one Hexican, you come for you mess with one bean, you get the whole burrito.
You got that right.
And there's extra cheese in that motherfucker.
Hexicans, baby.
It's fun, and it's fun to watch the camaraderie. It's fun to watch the community come together. I'm telling you, every time I meet one of you guys in person, man, it's like, oh, dude, man, I've been waiting to meet you. This is freaking cool as shit. And then we talk Hex, we talk, life, we talk freaking finance, and it's just some strong freaking people. And I know what it is. And I talked about it on the show before. It was like, we all spent hours, listening to Hex, what it was, what Richard was doing, hours and hours and hours of his game theory of what the project was going to do, of shares, of staking, of CD, of the first thing in crypto to be real, to be a freaking finished project, and all of us, especially, the OGs, all the people on this show that come on this show, my cutthroats, you guys are the smartest of the smart because you did the research. So we all have this like same mindset where we were enlightened by what was going on here, and I can totally see why the rest of the crypto community says, oh, these guys are a bunch of, freaking, what do you call cult freaking Richard Hart following, blah, blah, blah. Well, we just happen to understand what the smartest guy in crypto built. That's all it is. We listened and we understood and we spent the time. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I listened to all of those streams, and not just once, but over and over and over again. I'd go to sleep sometimes with those streams playing and wake up with them. Oh shit, forget to turn it off. And then, go back and listen to it again, and then, check out different parts of it and go, oh, okay, I get it. And it took a long time to really absorb it, but that was a lot of work. So everybody here has done a lot of work. They've worked their freaking crypto muscle to get what this is all about. And that's why we're so strong, because it's like, no. You just don't understand. You don't get it. And when they FUD, when they talk about this project and they don't give it its props or they don't look at it, then we're able to call them out and go, no, you just don't freaking know, man. You just don't know. You're lazy and ignorant, or you're fucking lying, so knock it off and listen up here. We got something to show you. We got something to tell you. And that's what I love about this community. Everybody's so fucking strong.
Yeah. Thanks, Richard. Since you're watching, man, thanks for building this finished product and bringing such a strong community together. Because this community makes crypto fun again, not just Hex, but the community. And you built a strong community here, man. And I appreciate you doing that, because I've met some of these guys that we've talked with on stream, some of these cutthroats, some of the guys I've talked with in chat. I've made friends for life, people that are quality, that add value to your life, that will be friends. I'll be friends with them forever.
Yeah. Let me say something else too about the strength of our relationship with our leader, mentor, crypto leader, whatever, project leader, whatever you want to call Richard, the leader of this community. See, I've seen a lot of people who had charisma get followed by plebs, get followed by people that are just weaker, that look up to that person. I don't see that in Hex. I see a lot of strong people that have traits. Like, I don't see anybody here that has ever just like freaking slobbered all over Richard's freaking knob about this stuff. They've been like, you know what? Richard's a fat fuck, but man, is he a fucking smart guy. Richard, he dresses freaking kind of weird, but man, fucking this guy built a great project. Richard, man, he sure could be an asshole at times, but man, look at what he did for this thing. So everybody's always been strong enough to say, I like Richard, but I don't like this about her. I don't agree with him on everything he says, and everybody has said stuff like that, but everybody's given him the respect for what he's done and what he means to this community. And that is fucking strong right there. Is that the community is not a bunch of plebs. They all got their own minds. They all got their own strengths. They all got their own thoughts. They all got their own, way about going about, their lives or whatever, but they respect Richard for what he's done. And that's what it is. We're all just respect each other for this thing here. It has nothing to do with the pleb shit, just following him just to follow him. And that's why we're so strong, man. It's not like anything else out there. You don't see weak ass followers following Richard. It's not you see these other thought leaders that have like people following them around, and they're just like, it's like, oh dude, what are you fucking doing, man? You're making yourself look bad, you know. But we don't have that here. I don't see that, you know, around Richard. So anyway, hats off to the community. You guys are freaking strong, and it has to do with how Richard has approached this whole thing. You know, it's how he approached it. So
I'm in it for the memes.
The memes.
Well, you came to the right community for those too.
That was like the first show of strength that the Hexicans had. Was the memes were like off the freaking chart, man. The guys were like one-upping everybody and just, you know, like Yoda, he freaking throws out some mean, hellacious ass memes, and 8-bit Hex now, and man, just some strong ass memes. I mean, oh, he's back. There he is. Are you froze? No, you're just not moving.
Who's that? Me?
No. We can't even see you. You're like in the dark.
Oh.
You have better bandwidth.
You could be fapping and we wouldn't even know.
Well, yeah. That's what cult followers do. We live in the dark.
I think you're frozen.
Yeah, I think he's frozen. Dollar cost. Yeah, he's frozen.
Kinetics has better bandwidth than dollar cost.
I can hear you.
There you go.
Oh my god.
He shut himself down now. Anyway, so let me see. Go ahead and
need to replace your avatar.
What's that?
Cost. Dollar cost. Litecoin Moses. You need to replace your avatar. So like.
That's so true. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Oh, we've got a bunch of people subscribing. Thanks for look, guys. I'm sorry. I don't have the buttons that tell me that you guys subscribed and everything on the Dlives and all that, but I appreciate all of you. Tree of Hex, Hextoshi, Internet Lurker, Mako77, Ramy Pones, all you guys. Oh, it looks like Jonas Sachs received one. Looks like did somebody put Hextoshi gifted 5? So Hextoshi, thank you, Hextoshi, for gifting all of those subscriptions. Appreciate you. Hextoshi's another one that is always in the chat room, always supporting us. Appreciate you, bro. You are
dude from Texas. Liberty loving man from Texas.
Liberty loving man from Texas. What? Let's see here. Was everybody falling out now? There, everybody's falling out. So where are we at now? Let me see who else is in the chat room. See if I can answer some questions. Are you back yet? I actually muted my spirit trying to gift him a sub. Spirit Hex. Let's see. Horrible typing by me. Geez. All right. How about you guys in the chat room? Do you guys have anything to say about the community? Richard, what the Hexican community means to you guys? Because I'm ecstatic. I mean, it's one thing to have, you know, somebody like Richard as a leader that just tells it like it is, very raw, very unscripted, very smart, and then to have a project to launch like this, a whole year, a whole 340 something days, or a whole 327 days, something like that. Okay, where are we at? We got 32, 33 days left. Are we on day 33 right now?
I just turned on 318, I think is the new day today. So whatever 350 minus that is. So yeah, so
32
days left.
Yep. So 32 days left and no problems at all with Hex. Not a zero downtime, not a zero glitch, not a nothing. Yep. Zero. Nothing. Not a zilch.
I got a question.
Yeah.
I got a question. Maybe someone can answer.
All right, Kinetics.
All right. So you know how you stake for 1 year and you get a 20% bonus, right? And say you
What are
only
you
stay,
talking about the bonus on though? Where are you?
the longer pays better bonus.
Okay, you're talking longer pays better. Okay.
All right, so you get 20% a year for the first 10 years. But say you just stake for 1 year, and 1 year, I think right now pays around like 11-12% interest when you look at hex.live. So are you getting the 20%? Are you getting 30%?
Well, your bonus.
Or are you getting only 11 or 12%?
I don't. I'm not picking up what you're putting down, to be honest.
Well, because when you do the bigger, when you stake for a whole year, it says you're going to get an additional 20% on top of your principal.
Oh well, that's the
yeah, because you went over longer pays better.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did I say bigger pays better? I meant longer.
Yeah, and you get an additional 20%. So longer pays. So each additional year, you get an extra 20% more shares of your total shares that you have at that point, right? But there's also another bonus: is bigger pay better.
Bigger pays better, longer pays better.
Yeah, so there's a different bonus.
And you'll see that as you go into the you can actually click on the staker and then extend the length, and then you'll see that the numbers change for you. So you can kind of judge it by that right there.
Yeah, but my question is that Hex.live, it shows that if you stake your money for about 1 year, you're only making about 11% interest. I'm just wondering.
Interest is a bad word to use because there's no interest.
I'm really sorry, APY.
There you go, and all of that is subjective to what the metric is. So all that's kind of that's not in stone. You know what I mean? The APY is not in stone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because it depends on how many other people are
percentage on it is not going to really,
But I mean, so
maybe I'm misunderstanding your question.
Well, the question is that when you stake it for 1 whole year, the longer pays better bonus says you're guaranteed 20%. And so I guess maybe the APY
20%. So you get more shares, right, from that initial bunch. But what the APY is counting towards is
that's your
how much of the inflation you're getting.
Yeah, it's the shares. That's your bonus on shares. So, and that gets set in stone. So your shares get set in stone. The longer you go, the bigger your shares get.
All right.
You understand? So after a year, your shares are on that same stake of Hex. After the year, you continue to your bonus continues to rise as how many shares you get. So that's why staking longer is going to get you more shares, which is what everybody's really after right now is the shares.
Yep. All right.
So if you go to better explain it, gosh, I'm horrible at explaining it. I understand it. Randy Hilarski has a video on YouTube. Cutlass just said that. Share price, share rate explained. He does explain it really well. I'm not real good at it, man. It took me so long to figure it out and understand. But yeah, that's how it works. The bonus you're talking about isn't an interest. It's the shares that you get for staking longer. It's the bonus you get in shares for staking longer. Got it? Or no?
I'm looking here. Let me click on it right here. So go to stake tab. Let it load up for a second.
It's funny. We're having lots of
technical difficulties.
Let's see here. Let me kick the old you out of here.
Yeah, because it's new me, man. I was gone for 3 seconds and now I'm back. I've arisen from my slumber. Before I go.
Hold on. I'm supposed to read the chat because Richard's. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me read what Richard put. And screw you guys. I don't get to look over there often. Okay. So Richard said, however, okay, wait. Let me get up a little higher. Where did Richard say started? He started by saying, so if you're only staking 1 year, you will get below average ROI. You are never guaranteed anything. It's a dynamic system. That's what I was trying to get at, was it's dynamic. So you're never guaranteed, anything. So that's a bad way to say it is.
Gotcha.
So if you're staking, you are never guaranteed anything. It's a dynamic system. Longer pays better. Oh, that's Hextoshi. Is 3 months, 5%, 6 months, 10%, 1 year, 20%, 2 years, 40%, 3 years, 30%, and so on. 10 years, 200%. Stake it till you make it, he said. So that's what Richard was getting at. So sorry I didn't read that, guys. Still love you, RG. I know you do. I know you can't hate me. Let's see. Tricereal Milk Snowman.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Richard.
Yeah, did that explain it better that way?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Can you lads discuss what you think the price will do on or around Big Payday? Oh wait, hey, there's John Wick. Let me pull John Wick up. Yo, what's up, John Wick?
What's up, fellas?
Hey, John.
How you been, man?
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome.
Looks like you're in your office.
I am in the conference room right now. It's just me, so got the whole place to myself.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what's happening?
Not too much. Let me try to figure out something.
So Unwrecked Pirate says, can you lads discuss what you think the price will do on or around Big Payday? He said, we discuss pricing a gazillion times. Matter, to be honest.
Yeah, I see the price probably going up because I think a lot of people are thinking
let's do it like the rest of
down.
crypto does it and go, but it could go down.
Yeah. Right.
Now, then again, it could stay right where it's at.
Right.
So
remember, crypto usually
let me
does
put the chart
opposite.
behind me though before I do that so that I look official. Could go up. Could go up a lot. Could go up a lot. But then again, could go down.
Could go down, yeah.
But then wait. There's also it might just stay where it's at. So take it for what it's worth. That's not financial advice, but the chart says it could do one of those three things.
You should be a TA.
I got it down. Good. I got it down, right? I mean, that's all I've ever heard out there.
Yeah. The RSI is strong, but it could go down or it could go up.
What about the death cross or the golden cross?
The golden cross, the death cross, and then
the parabola is almost in position right now to put us into a golden cross, which then that'll put us into a head and shoulders position, and then from there we'll be in the golden triad formation, which at that point we might possibly at one point through enough pontification we'll be able to actually go up about 1%.
But you forgot the cup and handle. You've never anything about the cup and handle, and now you've left that out for everybody.
Right. I'm sorry. Yeah. Or we can just go with the fucking pumplementals.
But I'm an EMA guy. I'm a 10 EMA guy. That's my forte.
Yeah. I just trade 1 minute candles, baby. I mean, that's all I do.
John Wick just jumped in. He's like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
I was trying to figure out where to look for the comments, but I think I got it now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The comments you see there in StreamYard is only on YouTube. That only wait a second. Yeah, that's only YouTube. For some reason, when we stream through Restream, we all the other platforms you don't get the feed for the chat feed.
Got it.
So what's up, man? You've got a list of things you want to talk about, and
just wanted to, as we get closer to BPD, just kind of talk about some of the game theory stuff, which I find interesting, and then just kind of shoot the shit, whatever you guys want to talk about regarding Hex or crypto or some of the data and analytics going on. But did you guys see the Conrad Zen interview?
Oh,
sure
yeah.
Did.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
That was really good. Conrad's a great interviewer. He had some great questions. He asked intelligent questions, and Richard was able to speak to them intelligently, which makes it really good when people are actually asking him good questions.
Right.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I
Official, he did not buy
I don't have good
didn't
questions.
buy the taxi ads. He did not.
Yeah, he said he
denied. Yeah,
he denied it.
Let me see if Wasabi's available, because he loves talking all the game theory when it comes to the staking. Because he's become I have made through just trials and tribulations, and just like he has now become a full-on Hexican degen now.
Hexican degen.
He's a Hexican degen. He's like, oh my god, the shares. Oh my god. Why? Oh my god. I don't have enough shares. I have to make sure that I fucking have enough shares. Started freaking out about shares. I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, I'm not gonna put it out there, but what rank he's trying to hit. But like, man, this gamification we've done with the shares, it's so amazing. Nobody wants to be a chlamydia clam.
Anyone with like a mega stake, they're gonna feel so bad when that stake matures and they don't have those shares no more.
No, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, you're gonna have like freaking share envy.
My shares.
But you'll have so much hex. So much hex.
I'm just wondering if maybe you can reclaim them if you stake all of your principal and all of your interest.
Not for the same amount of time. You have to do longer. So it's kind of weird where like if you.
What if you do sorry, go ahead.
No. Okay, so what example do you mean? Like, if in the example, how long were they staked for?
Like 5.
No, because you know how expensive they're going to be at that point.
Yeah. So.
But that's a lot of interest.
Yeah, it's a lot of
interest. Or APY.
You can't do it. You have to add. You'll have to add to get those back.
So people, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it'd be like, what's the use? At some point you got to take profits. At some point you got to spend some of your money too. So remember that. After 15 years, I think you're going to be ready to fucking get rid of those shares. I think after 15 years, you might be like, you know what? I could let go of some of these shares. It's time for me to spend some damn money.
Well. Of course, but one of my goals is to stake monthly for 15 years, and then when I hit 15 years, I'll have 15 years of just mature.
See, I don't give a shit. I'm going to be 68 in 15 years, so it's like I'm going to spend every last fucking dime of that money in 15 years.
You're gonna buy yourself a new fucking hip, some new elbows. You're gonna get blood transfusions. We're gonna get the old captain back, bro.
I'm hoping Richard's gonna do something. Gonna do something with Dlive, and I can get me a bionic hip and some freaking good jeans and all that kind of shit. As soon as the time comes. So go rich.
So did you guys
buy whatever they're selling?
Did you guys see the other day that guy who unstaked about 750K?
God bless his heart.
And the T-share payout was 13 that day. That was amazing. Did you guys see the interest? It was like triple the average interest per day, and less shares in the pool too. I thought that was crazy. And were you guys in the Telegram chat too?
When it happened, not when that happened. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy
How'd that work?
CM was chatting, and apparently it was him. So he was like chatting with everyone while he was on staking and selling. So I was like, all right, get ready to buy. It's about to dump. And then he dumps like 110 million or something.
CM.
Yeah, CM was. You might be able to go through the history of it. It was like,
you can.
I think it was the 10th. It was a few days ago.
So as I look at the hex price, it didn't do shit to the hex price. We're still at 40% of a baby right now.
Yeah, it's just making the chart look really weird. We get all these people keep dumping right before BPD, and we're getting all these wicks down, and then it's getting bought up quick, and then wick down, bought up quick. It's pretty odd trading behavior. It's definitely different than most other cryptos.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know why. I don't know who the hell was. Well, okay. Let me preference this by saying that I think this guy does a lot of good work. Andreas Antonopoulos, but just some people got so shook up by that shit. I don't know why in their heart that hit them in their soul, but Andreas only talks about three things, man. Bitcoin, Ethereum, which he got chastised for, and then the lightning
licking hammers.
Yeah. Oh, and licking. Oh, yeah.
Dirty hammers, apparently.
Dirty hammers. He likes licking that hex hammer.
Yeah,
Oh my!
I've really liked a lot of his content over the years.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard much of it in probably like the last 2 years.
Yeah,
I switched over to the Richard Hart stuff, but I just hate it when smart people are just talking out their ass like, oh, Hex is a scam. Like, it's like, come on, dude, do some.
He
do an
actually called it a pyramid.
Yeah, that's so dumb. Yeah, like calling things like pyramids is so dumb.
Have they looked at the rich list for Bitcoin yet? I mean, we talking about pyramids here. I mean, I don't know.
Is Andreas on there? Is he a big Bitcoin holder or no?
No.
Not anymore.
No, I don't think ever. Actually,
no. Okay.
Yeah.
Andreas, he was gifted $1 million in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, because I think he was like, he didn't buy any, and he just like spoke to it and wrote books, and the community was like, "Bro, you've helped us so much. We've got to do something for you." So somehow, some way, somebody, I don't know exactly how. I just heard through rumor that was what happened.
It was a panda whale or whale panda.
Richard. He was gifted.
Yeah.
Because I think something that what's his name said. The guy who made
Richard said he was gifted because he was broke.
Wait, so they can't pay for the audit?
And I'm sorry, $1 million isn't going to fix, broke. I mean, $1 million is a decent amount of money. I admit, don't worry. I mean, it is a lot of money, but I ain't going to freaking, change your whole life forever. I mean, you better do something with $1 million and make it work, because that's going to go away quick.
Yeah, if I remember right, who originally started this whole thing was Roger Ver. Was like having a discussion with him and saying like, dude, what the fuck, man? You've been in Bitcoin for how long? Like, you couldn't have saved up $100. Like, he's like, you were around the same time I was. $300, you'd have millions. How the fuck do you have like, and and I was like, fuck, man, that was rough. Yeah, he said he had some financial. I mean, I don't know what was going on in his life or anything. Like, I don't ever want to.
Richard said if he held it in BTC instead of USD, it's probably less now. Which is true. Yeah. It's true. It's probably less.
The funny thing is, like, Richard always says, why don't we pay for audits in Bitcoin? But they gift one of the guys $1 million. I'm sure the audit
shit, right?
Way less than that, right? So
that could bought 3 audits at least, right?
Yeah, at least 3. You could triple audit it. Yeah.
Right, Rich? You got 1.5 million on December 5th of 2017. Richard's got it down. He knows his wallet address.
He's down like 40%.
So
he's down 40%.
He probably wrote him out of Hex.
That's funny.
Yeah. Richard probably has that wallet.
I did a good job blacklisting him ahead of time.
Let's see. So
hopefully he claimed.
Give me Liberty threw 3 ETH into the AA today. That was we were having a talk about that today at lunch. What happened to 1.8 million hex per ETH? Yeah, those days are gone, my brother. Those days are gone. 100 BTC on December 7th actually is what it was.
All right.
So 100 BTC on December 7th. So he had to have spent some of it, and maybe he brought some ETH with it too. Maybe he was good enough to have done that.
So not to count his pockets. Not to count his pockets.
Yeah. Did you see that one guy on the Twitters today that was saying that? What was he calling? He said Bitcoin is like email, and ETH is like the internet. some I don't know who he was actually, to be honest. I don't follow or know a bunch of these people.
Yeah, but, I feel like Ethereum's dial up. You've got gas.
I just got a message.
Yeah.
Did anybody see Nerd Girl's post today? I'm sure everybody did.
Yeah.
It was impossible not to see it.
It was on Hex News. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard put it up. You were surprised? You were surprised that Richard put that up there?
I guess it's good marketing. It's probably the best marketing.
Liberty said he's going to grow dreads. Dude, I can't see, they're not going to, you're already you're 1 foot out of that country club. You do anything else to change your appearance and they won't let you stay in that country club, bud.
I'm surprised they let him go back after bringing you. I can't believe you went and hung out with Liberty without me. No, it's all
I
good.
know. Well, you're right around the corner from there, right?
Yeah.
I gotta do a California meetup or something. I just gotta figure out a good spot for it.
El Hexadente's in Modesto, I think.
Yeah.
I think he's out that way. He just sent me a message. So there's a bunch of guys up your way too, bro.
I know. I gotta set it up at some Indian casino just for all the DJs to have fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd be down.
Yeah.
Like we're live streaming today at the Texas Hold'em table. I'm about to take everyone's cash.
No, I think we'd be more craps.
Yeah.
Like
No,
craps.
craps aren't allowed in California.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
know.
there's no dice, unless you play like the computerized version of it or whatever.
Oh,
Suck.
okay.
Yeah. No blackjack. Well, no, it's blackjack, but it's a weird version of blackjack to have.
Yeah.
And
Like
then-
the roulette can't have a ball.
Right.
So it's
You
all
gotta-
just digital. It's all just digital.
It's got a cube and a freaking roulette. Let's see. So I think Andreas. I wanted to see what that said. Let's see. I think Andreas made up the whole 10 BTC offer just to block everyone who defended Hex. Maybe he
It's possible.
blocked us after we started calling out the other day. Let's see. Freaking children of the grave. That's another one of our community. I just freaking love these pirates out there. Where's it at? What did he say? I asked if anybody had seen Nerd Girl's post, and he said, "I didn't look at it yet. I'm saving it for later."
Am I lagging out or is it RG?
What's that?
RG.
Oh, okay. I was tripping ball. I was like, what the fuck is going on with my setup right now?
I'm
Yeah,
lagging
looks like
out.
His bandwidth is at potato level.
Really? Am I lagging out?
A little bit. Yeah.
Slightly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
thought
I
it was
need to
It's a little
set
blurry.
something down here.
That was hella funny.
Yeah.
That was hella funny earlier when you were doing the whole Richard Hart thing where you're like, I forgot what you were saying. Richard Hart has like slanted can.
Now he's lagging out.
Now he's lagging out. He completely lagged out. Yeah, my point wasn't to bash Richard. My point
But
was to say that the way his following follows him isn't in a plug way. They're their own. They think for themselves, and they respect what the man has done and what we're all here for, which is this project. Freaking like he's just that's a hell of a look there, buddy. That's a hell of a look.
Yeah, no, the community around Hex is pretty awesome. There's doesn't seem to be any other like it, to tell you the truth.
No. And I really like the way everybody can poke fun of themselves and not take it too seriously.
There's no chain linkologist.
That also helps with the price performance, and the uptime and everything too. So a lot of these other coins are just rug pulls every day I'm hearing about, and rec plebs.
Oh man.
There's just guys raising money that have no business doing so, and all it's like 2017 all over again, but just on the decentralized.
Right.
Now.
Yeah, it's just the
They found
ICO thing.
They found around the ICO thing, yeah.
And then there's the IEO, and then now there's the Uniswap rug pull. So it's been a cool evolution to see, but definitely a lot of unregistered securities, I would say, probably.
That's Hex's biggest weakness is also its greatest strength, and that is the OA. Because, at any moment, it feels like the OA, potentially could, buy up the ETH. But at the same time, it's also a great strength because it kind of protects us against, malicious whales.
Okay, so my point on that is, why would something that's part of the project want to hurt the project?
I've always thought the same thing. I'm like, that's so dumb. Like, why? Here's the question: is like, why would Richard Hart do that? But then you got to ask yourself.
But see, you can't even say Richard because he has never claimed to be part of that. I mean, it's not even
like
it's not even
CX. That guy. Apparently died in India. Other people that get supposedly get hacked. But they're like Sushi Swap. Like, why would that guy do that? That was such a dumb move. Why would he do that? Everyone saw the chastising a mile away. But I've watched. I listened to Joe Rogan a lot, and one of the things he said was like, if you interview someone like for 15 or 20 minutes, they could probably lie to you and trick you and make you think how they want you to think. He's like, that's why I like doing a 4-hour podcast, because people can't keep up that act for 4 hours.
Yes.
And I think about Richard Hart, and we've listened to him speak for hundreds of hours, if not perhaps over 1,000 hours. And I know what he's saying is like, this is truly what he thinks and believes and feels, because he would not be able to keep up. Everyone can spot a sociopath eventually.
Exactly. And you can't watch that many hours of somebody and not see the ticks,
the cracks,
and the cracks in
exactly.
a personality. It's very, very difficult for somebody to hold up a facade for that long, for as many hours he's done it, for as many.
And that's why I trust HEX. That's basically why I trust HEX. I trust, that the OA will do what's right. And, maybe that's a weakness, a flaw in my judge a character eventually, maybe one day. So far, it's not. So far, every other project, people have fallen for that. But every other coin has the same OA-like feature. Every coin is held by a founding super whale, BNB, the crypto.com token, Celsius, they all have that mega whale.
That's why
That's
why I've been so disillusioned by crypto, because there's no way to remove that completely from any project. You can't. Even Bitcoin, it's not removed, Beloved Bitcoin doesn't have that element removed from it. Nothing in crypto has that element removed from it. So that's why I was disillusioned with crypto myself, because it was supposed to be just that everything was removed from it, that you had complete control of it and everybody else had complete control of it, and that there was no controlling entity, that libertarian thought, like, I'm in control of my destiny. There's nobody else. There's no other consortium of people that are going to, decide my fate in this thing. It's me. And so I've been disillusioned by it, and that's why I give crypto such a hard time, because I believe that it has failed and that it has kind of pulled the wool over everybody's eyes and what it was supposed to be. And my thought process was, I was completely done with it until I was going to see, because there was one guy I thought was, he's all right in this thing. This was Richard. And let's see what his project does. And I would have never got back in. I would have never done a stream. I would have never got involved as deep as I have. I would have never invested another time in crypto if it wasn't for HEX. And it wasn't for how solid this project and how close to crypto it is, as close to what I thought crypto was supposed to be. And that's why I'm around,
Real quick. So when you say that crypto has failed, do you mean Bitcoin, or do you mean all crypto? Like, what do you mean by crypto?
Well, all of crypto. It's supposed to be this decentralized currency, store of value, means of exchange for the world to have. But it is the most manipulated thing that I've ever seen on the planet. I mean, I've never been close to the insider stock market, but I have been close to the inside crypto market. I have friends that have their own coins. I have friends that have their own exchanges. I have friends that have their own projects. I have friends that are in prison. Like I said, these guys, I've watched what some of them have done and what they've been accused of. And it's project after project after project. And why? Because crypto was very vulnerable to all of these types of attacks. It was very vulnerable to scammers. It was very vulnerable to people that want to manipulate, because it was so easily to manipulate. Nobody was watching it.
Yeah.
So it failed in that regards. As you know, when you first get into crypto, you first hear about it, it's like this libertarian freaking thought monster that's going to kill the banks and, you know, all this cool stuff. And you buy into that at first, and then you start to realize after the onion starts getting unpeeled that, oh shit, it's not that. It's just the other thing, only it's easier for them to fuck you. Okay. It's easier for them to trace you. I mean, shit, everybody here can be exposed and see every transaction they've ever made. Every transaction that you've ever made in crypto can be exposed, unless you buy this coin or that coin and really, you know, do all this hocus pocus bullshit with it, you know?
Yeah, but that's what makes it trustworthy, though, is that everyone can see every transaction on the blockchain.
It's part of it, but then you lose privacy for that too. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's transparent, but then you lose privacy. So, you know, there's give and take. So it hasn't it's failed my expectations is all I have to say. Crypto has failed my expectations, and until now, there's actually something that is, you know, honorable in crypto, which is HEX, and there's nothing like it. There's been nothing like it. There's been nothing close to crypto that I've seen like HEX. Nowhere. And I've seen a lot of projects, and I've been involved in a lot of projects. And I've bought into a lot of projects, but I've never seen anything like HEX that actually works like HEX. Never seen anything without a glitch, without a hiccup. I mean, we're almost at the end of this launch, guys, and HEX has not had 1 second of downtime, not one bug, not anything. Now I'm freaking jinxing it or whatever, but I mean, holy crap. You've never seen that in crypto. You've never seen that, you know? So anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for explaining. I was just curious about that. What came to mind when you were talking about your friends starting coins or all these failed projects and a lot of things not living up to your expectations. The interesting thing to me is, like, crypto is decentralized by nature, so you're allowed to, you know, freely interact with whoever you want to. So the barrier to entry is a lot, you know, easier to get into. But since it's so easy to get into, there's also a lot of opportunity for scammers and just bad actors or just stupid people to, you know, anyone can start their own coin with the token generator at this point. Yep. So since it's so easy to start,
I made one.
So easy to clone someone else's project. That's why, right? That's why there's so many bad things, is because it's so easy to start something.
Yeah.
When you don't have any, you know, you haven't put in the 10,000 hours or whatever, that you understand something so deeply that some of these other people do, like Conrad and Richard do, you know, because when I was pretty amazed when they were talking, they were both in Bitcoin in 2010. So how often do you get two people that were into Bitcoin in 2010 talking, you know, and now finding a common ground with HEX? So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. And I'm not a crypto expert, and I haven't been in crypto, but I've been around crypto since 2010, 9 and 10, when it was in the IRC channels. I was setting up a gaming business. I was, you know, I watched Brock in there trying to sell his cryptocurrencies to different gaming platforms, and I saw that happen. I saw Bitcoin come out, had IRC chat channels and stuff, and it was all in there. And I just thought it was a PayPal thing, and it, you know, I never thought anything of it until eventually I ended up, you know, somebody asked to send them some Bitcoin, like in 2013 or 14 or something like that. So I had to go figure out how to get Bitcoin and, you know, and send it to them and all this. And just by chance, I had some change sitting in there, and I had to send some more again. Okay, I'll go get some more Bitcoin, and I opened up the wallet, and the freaking thing had like quadrupled. My little change had turned into like $900, and I was like, "Holy shit, what's this?" And that, like, I was like, "Oh shit, I just missed a boat. I just missed a damn boat." Oh crap, and I panicked. I was like, "Oh fuck, I got to get into this thing. What's going on here?" And that was in 14 that happened. So, I mean, I've been around and I've seen, and I started following crypto at that point. Now I'm a freaking worker, dude. I get out there and throw chains and drive trucks and move heavy equipment and get greasy and crawl into shit and roll around in metal chips and shit all day long. But I was intrigued in this thing, and I wanted to get involved in crypto somehow after that. So I started, and I just happened to have some friends that were involved. Hold on, let me bring up Litecoin. There we go. I happen to have friends that were involved in it, and I learned that way, but I learned in back rooms. I learned in the Telegram chat channels where people were, probably doing nefarious things and stuff and manipulating and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of where I cut my teeth and watched all this stuff go down. So, so I lost a little confidence in it because, look, I operate on integrity. I operate on honesty. I like people that operate the same way. That's why I put to Richard, because I did watch hours and hours of him and go, this guy's really telling the truth. This guy's being honest. This guy's, he's saying some hard things that people don't want to hear. And so I had respect for that. And so I said, this guy's project might have a chance, because of all the other stuff that I have seen in crypto. And like you said, it's the bad actors. Because because crypto is what it is, it's very easy to manipulate and to rob people. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
And remember, we don't even have to capture the whole world to be a successful cryptocurrency. I mean, even if you just had 1 million people tossing in like $100 a month into Hex, having like $100 million flowing in monthly, dude, that would rock Hex. Insane. I know most people wouldn't be throwing just $100. Like a lot of people would be throwing $1,000. A lot of people throwing $200. A lot of people would be throwing. So you don't even need like even 1 million people to flood in to really just make the biggest difference. I think about it also kind of like traditional bank CDs. It's like every bank has their own CDs, and we all know that there's going to be Hex clones out there because this is just too good of an idea not to clone and copy and try and steal the thunder, I guess you could say.
And I think a lot of them go to zero, and the money just goes back into Hex.
What was that?
I think a lot of them go to zero, and the money just flows back into Hex.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of rug pulls with like Hex type clones.
A lot.
So be careful, people. Be careful.
See, that's where the problems are going to come in too. Is the fakers that are going to try and clone and they're not going to be audited. They're not going to be 2 years of progress.
Hell, they can just say they are. No one's going to look it up.
Of course, nobody is, and nobody's going to look at the code, and people are going to jump in and FOMO in and do stuff like that, and they're gonna make bigger claims, better claims. We do this better than Hex. We do that better than Hex.
Yeah.
But it's going to be about track record, man. It's going to be about track record. Hex is freaking solid. If you're in crypto, you're going to look at all that other stuff and go, nah, I'm going to stick with Hex because
they're going to say we're better than Hex. We're better than Hex. Look at the stars, right? Look, that's where we're going.
Hypothetical for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think long term for the project, is it better to have less people buying more or more people buying less?
More people buying less, probably.
I would
And
agree.
why do you think that?
Well, it's just because you get more word of mouth. You get more of the network effect ability, because it's like, wow, this hex thing's really cool. Let me tell my brother. Let me tell my cousin. Let me tell my sister. Let me tell my mom and dad. And if you just have more people, eventually that money just snowballs. Where if you have a bunch of small people that are buying a lot, it can be worth a lot, but there's just it's a little harder for it to get adoption. You want as many people as possible, even if you have somebody just doing $100 a month. That's all. I mean, I've gotten tons of people into Hex where they put $1,500 into Hex, one stake a year, stake that 15 years, and they're going to see what happens. But
Nice.
at least they have that,
And I'd say a lot of small stakers versus a few large ones, because if the price goes up a lot and some people want to start selling, well, the little guys, their individual sales aren't going to hurt the pot. But if you have like 10 major whales and that's it, when one guy tries to leave, it's just going to really hurt the 9 other mega whales, I guess you could say. That's why I think a lot of small people is better than just a couple really big people. But it's really going to be up to all of us to, like, I'm pretty hexed out, but I still want to put in more money every single month and just keep this going, because I want to see it grow, and and the more people that do that, it's going to benefit us even more.
Yeah. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, and then people later on. I mean, after this whole AA thing's done with, we're all gonna be tripping about share price, literal USD share price. That's what we're gonna be freaking out. Like back in my day, share price was $5. Now it's over $1,000 per share. Shit.
Yeah, it's only gone up 10% so far since launch. So
yeah, and that's what I've been telling everybody, is that this year it's barely moved, to be honest, in the scheme of things. After big payday, it's going to move a lot. I mean, it's going to move a lot, and then it's going to start moving on a regular basis, and then start picking up steam after 3, 4, 5 years or whatever, and really start moving. But I mean, I guess that's all dependent upon ROIs too. So
yeah.
When I first got into Hex in December, I had mentally prepared myself. I'm like, look, it's going to have hyperinflation for the next year. Do not expect the price to go above that 1 Satoshi, because it's just going to. And then it did what it's done, and I'm like kind of blown away. And so, for a while, when I heard the really outrageous price predictions after big payday, I always rolled my eyes. I'm like, come on, guys, let's get realistic. Let's go for 1 penny, maybe 1.5. That would be awesome. But now there's going to be no inflation practically, and now I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, oh man, this shit might really launch.
3 pennies or go home, baby. We're hitting 3 pennies before BPD. Let's go.
That's always been my target is 3.5, somewhere around there. With overflow to 4, momentum to 4. But that's just my thoughts. Thanks, Dlive, for the subscription gifts. Appreciate you, bro. He just threw like 5 subscriptions out there. Appreciate that, man.
Hey, John, can I say one thing real quick? I was listening to the Conrad interview for a second time today, and I don't know why I was thinking this, but I think it's something Richard said on the podcast, and it basically says that the 3.69 number, and the reason why, it's like, it just sounds right. We take real world numbers and apply them to the blockchain. And, but the thing that got me was 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9. So there's like some kind of like geometrical
Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah. There's a video on YouTube. You can just, I think, just search Nikola Tesla 369, and it's like a 10 or 20-minute video, and it will explain just the layman's explanation of why there's significance in that in nature and in certain, I guess, forms or substances, or I don't even know. Just watch the video. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that Fibonacci design, and I've seen a lot of videos where they're just overlaying it on top of nature and stuff, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, I need to learn a little bit more about it.
Yeah,
all the technical analysts have pissed me off. Look at the Fibonacci sequence. It might go up. It might go down. It might go sideways.
I mean, everything is waves and cyclical. So, I mean, you can almost predict some things close by waves and cyclical predictions. And that's all like the golden ratio and the Fibonacci is and all that stuff is just patterns. It's patterns. And human beings tend to leave patterns. And really good TA people, they understand these patterns and they understand the cycles and they understand human nature and they understand, what emotions will pour into something. Throughout the years they've seen it, like who's really good and intuitive about that is like Warren Buffett. He understands that world, and he understands the cycles and what's going to do good in human nature and how these people are going to react to that particular stock or company or whatever. And so there is something to it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I always talk shit about trading. The most shit I talk about is crypto traders, because these guys have taken something from the real world that has spent years and years of developing and tried to apply it to something that is so completely volatile that it's ludicrous to be trying to put those same metrics into this space. I'm sure it works a little bit, but I'm betting that more times than not, they're more lucky than they are right when it comes to TA in crypto, because it's got to be almost impossible to really, unless you really understand human nature and who's going to cheat that project or fix that project or, pump that project. So there's those guys too that get that. And then they use this TA on top of it to try and help them. But it's just so volatile that I don't understand how people can actually sit back and go, okay, I'm going to spend all of this money and have somebody teach me how to do TA so that I can go out there and trade. And then, and then you get shilled all this margin shit. And you're just asking to get wrecked in this space. There's more wrecked traders than there are successful ones. That's for damn sure. I mean, how many real successful, like how many Warren Buffetts do you see in the crypto trading space? You don't.
Well, yeah, definitely.
And everybody who has a little run thinks that they're a badass. You have a little run and you think you're a fucking badass. And it's like, yeah, easy there, cowboy. Easy.
A lot of TA is just confirmation bias. So you're just looking for other people's TA that were already, what you already believe. And you're just looking for more affirmation from other people because you're not really sure of yourself or sure of your position. So you're looking for certainty elsewhere is what most people do. That's why they follow Tone Vays, like they're waiting for that green thing to tick red and then they're ready to sell, but they were already bearish in the first place. So it's like a lot of that's just kind of, nonsense for the most part.
TA.
Did somebody just host us or something? I don't see it. I'm sorry if you did. I see a bunch of ladies in there actually saying we just hosted you.
Lilith too. I think.
Lilith, yeah. Lilith, did you guys host us or something? She's a Hexican. I don't know. And they're dancing gals and stuff. But anyway, if you did, like I said before, I'm sorry I don't have all the alerts for the Dlives, but appreciate you guys if you did. Just want to mention you. So yeah, I see it. I see you guys. Thank you. Thank you for doing it. And all the guys are crazy happy because there's girls in the freaking chat right now. My pirates. So somebody hosted us, I think. But anyway.
They've been out at sea for a long time.
A lot of careful girls. These guys have been at sea for a long time.
They're starting to look at the guys in the crew kind of cross-eyed, it's scaring me.
With love in their eyes, licking hammers.
All right, I got a question for you guys.
Fire.
What are your theories on what will happen with the liquidity at Uniswap V2 leading up to BPD or shortly after? Do you think there's going to be any tinkering or game theory there? Or do you think it's just going to be pretty stand pat, let the dust settle, let people dump or whatever? Or do you think there's going to be some sort of intervention going on, like the Fed, so to speak?
I think there's always been some type of intervention because it's been solid. It's been solid all this time. There's never been any type of liquidity pull or any type of fluctuation that was, it wasn't like within the realm of the flow of the price and all everything just always flowed.
Yeah, they went from V to 1.
Very, very uneventful as far as Uniswap has gone. I don't think any of the other exchanges ever had any issues with liquidity either. I have never heard of anything. That's just Hex has been so uneventful when it comes to all that. There's always drama in cryptos, especially like in new projects that come out. All those ICOs, all when a project launches, there's always some kind of drama, some kind of rug pull, some kind of liquidity removal, some kind of an exchange shutting down or stopping trading. Or you didn't see any of that with Hex. There wasn't like one rumor of, oh my gosh, this went down or that happened. It's just been so uneventful, which has been awesome,
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. I don't think anything eventful at all is going to happen there. I don't think there's really any game theory there. It might get sold down and the price might go up. I mean, that's the thing that might happen. That's where I think price will go up is as it gets sold down, right?
Yeah, I think a month out from BPD, there's going to be more ETH in the pool than there is going to be Hex. Because I think there's going to be, after all the event, right, and everything like that, people are going to be like, holy crap, and there's no more inflation coming online anymore. And it's basically only Hexicans that OG. I mean, because the only really new inflation that's coming into the space are basically the people who invested into Hex in the first month at that point, right? And a lot of them are going to restake that Hex anyway. So it's like you might get actually like there's not going to be that much Hex on the V2.
Exactly. So let me pose this question to everybody here. How many of us have stakes coming out 2021? Okay. How many of us here are excited about that?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're excited about taking profits 2021.
Oh, profits. Oh.
Are you excited about your 2021 stakes is what I'm saying. Are you excited about those coming out? Or are you more excited about your year 3, 5, 7, 10, 15?
Yeah. I'm interested to see what the early stakes will look like, but I'm more interested to see what those later ones mature to be.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not excited about anything coming out in 2021. I am going to put I've pulled my 2021 stakes because they're going out. They're going out past 3, 5, 10, 15 years. They're going out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put a small ladder in to capture if there is any pumps here or whatever. But nothing significant. Everything significant is out past 2023, 2024. Everything's out there, delayed gratification. I'm excited about my long stakes. I'm excited about my shares being out there and being a holder of those shares. When all of this goes down, when everybody starts to realize what Hex is, when crypto starts realizing that Hex isn't going anywhere, it's not a scam, Richard didn't exit anything, blah, 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 blah. When all that starts happening and people start to FOMO into it because it's like, oh, fuck, we missed the launch, but I'm not going to miss this first year or two. When people start to look at Hex and understand what it is, then that's when things are going to start going. You know, you're going to be sitting there looking at your stakes.
Yeah.
You know, that's when you're going to get to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that no stakes are bad, or, you know, I don't think it's a binary good or bad stakes, but I'm definitely more excited for the longer stakes. But in 2021, what I'm excited for is just what's going to be going on around Hex at that time.
Exactly. But like I said, I preface that question with, are you excited about your stakes?
Because
say were they bad, but are you
depending on, depending on where Hex is at, like in a year from now or so, like, is everything still going to be smooth? You know, has everything gone well? Are there more developments? Is there margin trading? Is there more dApps, more, you know, use cases or ways to use it and bring demand? I'm excited to see that more than the necessarily my stakes expiring. I just want to see kind of where it's at, and then I'll kind of try to adjust my worldview how I want to restake those or take profits. I don't even know at this point what I'm going to do with those. You know.
So let me say this real quick and jump in, because we've got a lot of viewers coming in. I think that somebody else, we've got a lot of new Dlivers watching the stream. So I'm going to go back real quick and just explain Hex again in a simple term of what it is, so that these people actually aren't listening to our deep talk here and they understand a little bit about it, so that we can talk a little deeper. But for those of you who are new coming into Dlive, those ladies that just came in, what this is a cryptocurrency. It's a cryptocurrency that has kind of changed all cryptocurrencies. And we're not saying that because it's our project or whatever. The reason that we're here talking about it is because it is innovative. It's the best thing that's ever been made in crypto, and here's why. It's not just a Bitcoin store of value. It's not just a coin that's promising to do a bunch of different things. It is actually a coin that is finished. It's a project that's done. Most crypto projects aren't finished, that people still have control of them. They still have processes to complete, processes that they're promising, or processes that they don't know even work yet. Hex works. Hex has been audited a few different times in different ways, financial audits, technological audits. It's been looked at by 3 different agencies to actually prove that it works. We're in a launch phase, so if you are here, you've kind of like stumbled across something and gotten very, very lucky by seeing what it is that we're doing here, because Hex is new. We're in year 1. The people that are in year 1 are going to reap incredible rewards and benefit from doing so, because they're going to be loaded with more Hex than anybody else out there ever will be able to at the same given price or in value. So what is Hex? Hex is basically a cryptocurrency CD. So what you can do with Hex is you can manipulate a contract, or I shouldn't say manipulate, you activate a contract by getting Ethereum. Ethereum is a cryptocurrency that you can purchase through Coinbase. Or if you have Bitcoin, you can actually claim a free Hex by doing so. And you can go to hex.doctor. That's hex.doctor. And not only will you be able to figure out how to do that there, but you'll also get a bonus for doing so. So this crypto CD, what it does is it allows you to time lock your initial investment. So you can time lock it for any amount of time. You can use it like any other cryptocurrency. Once you get a hold of like that Ethereum that I told you, you will go to that hex.doctor I told you about, and you can go into what's called the AA, the adoption amplifier. And the adoption amplifier is how you actually mint Hex. So think of yourself in the bank, being the Fed, and you're actually going to create these coins. They aren't created until you create them. So what you do is you put your Ethereum into this adoption amplifier, and every day about 511 million coins are minted. And however much Ethereum went in there, yours and everybody else who had entered that day, they're going to divide that up between everybody's Ethereum that went in there, and you're going to get that much Hex back. Now, you're going to operate the contract and push the button and mint the Hex and turn it into Hex. Once you've done that, now you have Hex that you can trade on the market and sell it if you'd like. Uniswap is an awesome way to do that. It's a decentralized exchange, meaning you don't have to bend over, spread your cheeks, and turn your cough and do all that stuff to get into that exchange. So the other exchanges, you have to do what's called KYC ML, and you have to show them who you are, what you do, all that stuff. But in these decentralized exchanges, you don't have to do so. It's called Uniswap. So Uniswap, you can trade your coins. Or what you can do is stake your HEX. And that's where the power of HEX is in the staking. This is the CD portion of HEX. So you can go to the staking application, hex.doctor, it's all there. And you go to the staking platform, and you can put your HEX in there for a certain amount of time. The longer you put that HEX in to a time lock, the more value you're going to get. The higher interest you're going to be paid, the bigger bonus you're going to be paid on what we call Big Payday, which is happening on November 19th, just in about 30-something days. We're going to have the Big Payday happen. And the Big Payday is going to be, what is it, 500 and something? Or it's more than that, right? How many millions is it?
For what, the Big Payday?
I think it's
750.
What's that?
It's like 750.
750?
Yeah.
And so that's going to be divided up between everybody who is staked for Big Payday. So it's a one-time bonus. It's only happening during the launch phase, and it's going to happen November 19th. So that's like our big party day. Everybody's going to get a bunch of HEX on that day. So more than likely, whatever you put in is going to end up doubling just on that day. Now, we don't know what the price of HEX is going to be. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about just HEX itself. Once you've staked that, once you've put that in, you're going to actually wait until that comes to maturity, and then you're going to unstake it and get the value of the HEX. And it's going to be going up exponentially because of the interest payout. Now, that's where this gets very, very difficult, and that's kind of like what we're getting into, is how much interest is gained, how much a long stake is going to make versus a short stake. Longer always pays better, and bigger always pays better, of course. So that's what we're getting into. So that's HEX in a nutshell. Go to hex.doctor. It's all explained there. Here on the show, if you go to our YouTube channel, you can see all of our old streams. We've talked about it ad nauseum, all of this stuff. We talk about it on a regular basis 3 times a week, probably saying the same things every time. But I'd like to give a little breakdown of what HEX is really all about for you new people, so that you guys aren't getting blown out by all this weird crypto talk that we're doing here. But it's really a simple project. It's about the simplest thing in crypto, but it's the most complex. So it's very simple, but on the other hand, it's very complex. It's basically just, hey, you're saving you're putting your money in a time deposit, and you're getting more back, or you're putting your HEX in a time deposit, and you're getting more HEX back at the end of it. No matter what, you're always going to end up with more HEX, and that's how it works. If you wait your time period out, if you pull it out early, you can get penalized. But if you hold out and wait your whole time period, you're going to end up with more HEX. Now, the price of HEX is always the variable. We don't know if it's going to go up, go down. So far, all it's done is HEX has gone up 100 and what are we now? It went up to 116x was its peak, right? And now we're
at so our highest was was 68% of a penny. Now we're 40% of a penny. So we're not that far off from all-time highs.
We're at 40% of a penny. So we're not that far away from all-time highs, and we're getting ready to finish our launch phase here. So a lot of excitement about what's happening to the price too here in the next few weeks. So that's it. That's it. And let's see. So, so it looks like you're really brought a bunch of anything. Okay. Hey guys, yeah. So it looks like those people, all those girls got a bunch of free ETH. It looks like they were there. You guys have no shame, man. But right on, that's cool. That's cool. they're giving. Looks like they're giving ETH to them to go put the adoption amplifier. So right on. Thanks,
nice.
Guys.
Simps.
Folks. Heck Simps.
Did a HEX OnlyFans account. Yeah.
But you know what? How many crypto communities actually do that and help people? I mean, that's how I help people. Like Mom Rock, I gave her ETH to put in the adoption amplifier so that she can mint her own hex and see how it operates and functions. And if you're helping anybody get in, that's what you should be doing. Is if you're going to help somebody get in, get them some ETH and show them how to use the adoption amplifier. We only got a few weeks, but show them how to use hex. Show them how to operate it. Show them how the functions work. And let them, pull that out, mint it themselves, let them go to the Staker app and do all that stuff. So, yeah.
And, one of the cool things, too, about getting in before the big payday is that if the price of Hex were to drop dramatically, it would have to drop like 70% and you'd still be breaking even. I mean, I don't know the exact percentages. You know what I mean? Say if the price dumped because of the big payday payouts, the price would have to go down very dramatically.
Very.
And I don't see that happening. So I think,
if it goes down, I'm buying.
I feel safe. And if it does go down, I'm buying the shit out of it.
Yeah, if it goes down, I'm just increasing my monthly stakes.
Yeah.
No scurvy September.
So what else you got for us, John?
All right. Let's see.
FBI.
I just wanted to point out the weird market cap stats of Hex post BPD. So, obviously we want this giant increase in market cap just to be on the top 10. That's what everyone is really, that's their metric, is what's your market cap and, how many users you have. But since all the BPD goes to stakers, the market cap isn't going to expand, even though there's 180 billion being distributed to everyone's stakes. So the market cap is going to be technically the same on BPD day, and then only until people unstake will the market cap expand. Is that correct? Do you guys follow that, or is that?
Yeah, because
right?
The hex staked is essentially burned at that point, so the circulating supply goes down. Yeah. Depending on what metrics they count, whether they're counting the total supply or the circulating supply, then if you have more people staking, you will lower the market cap. But that's kind of one of the things why we have like a benevolent OA is that they don't stake to keep the market cap high. So for obviously higher APY for the staker class, as well as having us higher on the list, which just gives us more visual in the crypto space. Yeah.
It'll just be interesting to see.
Yeah.
But you also got to remember that the first 2 days after big payday, there is a lot of Hex unstaking those 2 days. I don't know how much.
What is it? What is it going to do?
Yeah.
What is it going to do?
We don't know.
It's 1.5 billion Hex coming out on the first 2 days, and let's just say we get a 2x on that or 2.5x. You're literally talking about like 4.5 billion Hex max. That's coming out on those first 2 days.
If price don't move much, I'll bet you it goes back in.
And that's quadruple the amount of Hex and Uniswap, right?
No. Well, no, on the wallets. Depending on where it's if they sell it or they sell it on an exchange or people just restake it. So I honestly think most people are probably going to restake at least 60 to 80% of that's going to get restaked.
Yeah, some of
it's going to go on the exchange. Obviously, it's it's their money, it's their coins. Let them do what they want with them. But
and they're free too. Yeah.
And they're free. Some of them are free. Yeah, the guys who got 12,200 to 12,400 Hex for a BTC and they staked it out for 1 year. They got 30,000 Hex. I mean, whatever. That's not really enough to dump the price.
So if 4 billion comes out in the first 2 days at the current price, that's only 16.4 million. I say only, but in the grand scheme of things,
of sweat and tears, Persology. Sweat and tears. Some of us who FOMO'd in on the first day paid quite a lot for that scurvy ass Hex.
I'm a day one.
I think we all do.
Okay. But like I said, though, if we just get enough people that are willing to throw $100 at this a month, we'll eat that up like nothing.
I'm pretty staking.
Shrimps.
Yeah, I'm pretty staking. That's for sure. I mean, shit. Go steak or go home, baby.
Okay, I got another one. How much as a percentage of the buying pressure from AA? Because I don't assume 100% is going to transfer over, but what percentage of the buying pressure from AA is going to divert to Uniswap after BPD, do you think? Because it seems like if we do continue the buy pressure that we've been seeing, it's just going to continue to pump nonstop, but that's not realistic, right? That can't that doesn't seem like what's going to happen.
It's probably 40%. It's probably 40%, if I'm being honest. 40%. 40. Yeah. Like, because like, if that's I were to, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. And then too, it's like one of the big things that a lot of people were doing, especially a whale. A whale was actually purchasing HEX in the AA because it was the best way to get a lot of HEX without slipping the price on themselves, right?
Yeah.
But what's going to probably end up happening is that when a whale wants to get in, they're going to be buying in much smaller bits. So sort of like a micro strategies bought a ton of HEX. I mean, I bought a ton of Bitcoin in like 80,000 trades. That's something I get because I used to do that as well. Like I would do that back when the gas fees were really cheap. I should do a bunch of these small little transactions of like 0.1 ETH, and I would get and I added because I did that. I was like I did 10 Ethereum at 0.1 ETH on Uniswap, and then of course OTC, but like you would do these small little purchases like that, and then I just did a one purchase with one ETH, and then I added it up. I was like, dude, I'm getting like 14% more HEX doing these little micro buys at the time when the gas was cheap. Obviously, if the gas is higher, it probably just better just to do a full on buy. But at that point, there'll be so much more Ethereum on the Uniswap pair that it's just it's not you're not going to lose much slippage anyway. Yeah. For the normal people, obviously a whale, he might just buy OTC or he'll just be there's probably going to be no expectations. There's probably going to be a HEX whale OTC Telegram room where if someone wants to buy in some serious HEX, right, that's probably going to happen, but no expectations, obviously.
Hopefully.
Let me say hi to the German HEX community that's sitting in YouTube's right now. You know what? We've got 139 viewers. We've got 47 over on. I don't even know how many we have on Twitch and stuff. So we're the numbers are cranking, man. So while we got the numbers here, what's happening in Germany? Yeah, man. I'm glad you guys are in. It's like freaking crazy hours for you guys. But so I got some more Twitter messages.
Right.
So if you are out in Europe and you do want to get involved in this, please send me. I have a US qualifier for the 1 million HEX giveaway, and I have a outside the US qualifier. So those of you in my Twitter, I'm taking your submissions today. I got that out earlier. I got people get in my Twitter so that I can pick 3 names out of there to put on our million HEX giveaway. And for those of you new people that are now that we've got a lot of people on Dlive, I want to let you guys know that we're going to give away 1 million HEX. And the way that's going to happen is once we hit 1,000 followers. So if you would follow us, we'd really appreciate that. You have to, in order to qualify, you have to follow the Dlive. You have to subscribe to our YouTube, and you have to follow me on Twitter, which is RG3_pirate. Follow me on the Twitter, and we're going to draw 3 names tonight from the chat room, and I'm going to tell you guys when to post in the chat room for that, and then I'll pick everybody. And no double posting, or I'm going to kick you off the list. If I see you double posting in the chat room, I'm going to kick you off the list, and I'll save that space for somebody else.
Also, one of the rules is you have to buy a candelabra.
You have to get a candelabra. So we're going to give away 1 million HEX. Top prize is going to be 700,000, and we're going to go to 200, and then 100,000 for third place. So 700,000 HEX for the top prize. We're giving away 1 million HEX, and that is going to happen when we hit the 1,000 followers on Dlive here. And that's not subscribers, that's followers. So we pumped up to 627. So we put 100 on in the last week. So we're starting to So we're starting to move it. I did take the X tag off. So now we're supposed to be trending on Dlive. I don't see us on the front page right now because there is some bigger fish out there for sure. Yeah, I see these people got like 500 viewers and stuff.
We're on the front page.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, we're number 4 right now in trending.
Really?
Yep.
How come I can't see us?
It's a big drop off. So the number 1 guy has got 6,000. The next got almost 600. The one after that's got 100. And oh my God, his name is the Ugly Jew. Wow. And then we got us, which is like, so all we need is like 20 more people, and we beat the Ugly Jew. Let's try to get more viewers.
That's his name, huh?
I
I don't know why mine is not showing anything decent here, but I can't see it.
Right.
But oh well. So anyway, that's the contest that we got going on right now. Just great. Fuck
That's
you,
like
man.
$4,000.
Boomer shit. Yeah, it's like $4,000, and
$4,000 right now,
who knows what it can be? It could be a small fortune if you put it out there at like a 15-year stake. I'd like to see that giveaway go out to a 50-year stake. That'd be cool to see what it ends up turning out to. Gonna have to wait around for a long time to see if that happens, and I don't know if my cardiac situation is going to make it to 15 years from now, but hey, we'll see.
Hey,
we'll rebuild them. We have the technology.
Come on, Richard, save me.
taking it back to the last question, talking about big whales and stuff, I have a question regarding the OA. How would or could a whale approach the OA to buy coins over the counter, not to splash to market?
There's nobody to
Will
talk
the
to.
OA ever sell?
I doubt it. I don't think that's what the OA is for. I mean, we don't understand what the function is. And
I could see it maybe one day sponsoring musicians, artists to make Hex-related content. That would be pretty cool.
That'd be
Totally possible.
But
We can hire Candlestick.
they would sell ETH, right? They would sell the ETH.
No, we pay them in Hex.
Oh, you said we pay them in Hex. I see.
Yeah, sponsor them in Hex. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
And if they go, I don't want $5,000 worth of Hex, to go, the OA has so much of it. They go, how about if I give you $15,000 of Hex? Okay. All right. I'll do it.
I like your OA voice. Let's see.
Social security numbers, please.
I don't see anything good going on there.
Oh,
Just a
just
bunch of shit posted in the
a
chat.
quick staking idea. For people that don't really know like what they want to do for the next, let's say, just leading up till BPD, so maybe like 35 days or so, you can just, if you have liquid Hex, you can just stake it right before BPD or a week before, participate in the upside, and get some of the inflation and some of the penalties, because as we saw, some of the penalties have been really hefty. And then when you unstake right before BPD, you can decide what you want to do and how far you want to stake that out. So I just thought of that. That's a pretty decent idea for people that have liquid Hex that are planning to take it but don't know what to do yet, or how long to stake it for.
If they do that, I would probably, if they were to do that, I would say do it 7 days before BPD ends, and really have, because like I fear that if, let's just say someone's trying to do it like a day or two before BPD ends, right? What's going to end up happening is that they're going to do something really, really dumb because they don't have enough time to really think about their stakes at that point. And
Screw it up.
They're going to screw it up.
Like
Yeah,
we all did in the beginning.
Yep, like we all did. Yep.
There's going to be a lot going on that day too. So there could be some flood. There could be some, fake attack, all these types of stuff going on.
Expect the unit swap to not work properly.
Right. If you really want to push it 4 days before the big payday, but I wouldn't go 3 or 2 or 1 because you're shit's going to get really emotional.
Yeah. I'm getting ready. So I am a test flighter for Staker app. I got that today, and freaking awesome, man. Those guys, Stefan Firebun, hats off, fellas. You guys are freaking awesome, man. I mean, Staker app is cool. It is cool. I can't wait to see all the functionality. Right now all the functionalities out there, we're just testing the buttons and putting wallets on there and all that stuff. So, but just like you would think that Stefan Firebun would come out with, it's there. It's freaking aesthetic. It's nice. It's cool. So I'm test flying it. I'm hoping that we can stake. I have a bunch of stakes I need to put in, and I'm hoping I could stake on it before big payday. But if not, I'll have to use the regular staker. But I'm holding off for Stefan Firebun. So you guys might want to do the same. Their staker app is going to be cool, and there's going to be some benefits to staking on it too. So it kind of might behoove of everybody to kind of hold off for that. I just don't know if it's gonna make it on time. So everybody's told them don't rush, guys. Just make it right. Don't rush it and try and get it out before big payday. If you just make it right, because those guys are solid, man.
Hey, John Wick, I never asked you. So how are you staked right now, or are you even staked?
Yeah, I've been staking since day one. I don't keep too much liquid hex. It's just the whole purpose of it is if you have any, is to stake it. Especially since the first few months the APY was really low, but Richard just kept harping on the share price. But I thought it was going to spike way faster. So I didn't realize it was a really slow build, and then it gets accelerated. And then,
it was only going to be a 10% drop, rise, drop, whatever you want to call it. There was only going to be a 10% difference from the beginning to now. Well, it could have gone. It's going bigger than that, I think. Is what's happening now.
It's surpassed the models.
Yes,
by a little bit, not by a lot.
Yeah,
but
which was kind of expected too. That was kind of expected.
And before the launch of it, Richard just kept saying stake long, stake early and big. So just why wait and why, just think about it. So I just started setting up ladders right away, ladder. Because, I'm from the traditional finance world. We do bond ladders, CD ladders. It's just very commonplace. You talk about them. So if you use Wikipedia, bond ladder, CD ladder, you can just research it. So
I got a question for you about that.
Go ahead.
So a bond ladder, a CD ladder, when I put it in, you're not taxed on the gains on that every year. You're not taxed on the gains until they're realized, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay. So more than likely, and this is just, I don't know if it's a question that we can answer here or not. When your stake ends, and you receive the stake, not to hit the good accounting function or whatever, but as soon as you receive those, at that point, that's when it becomes a taxable event for that interest, correct?
Yeah, because that's what it seems like. Obviously, talk to your professional and your country and all that, but it seems like if you buy something that's not a taxable event, it's just cost basis, and then when you realize it, that's what the U.S. dollar value at that time, or the euro dollar at that time value of that time is what your long-term realized gain is.
Yeah.
But of course it could be different.
Because the way it's worded, when you look at the crypto tax laws, come straight out of Coinbase and all that, they say that any interest gained is a taxable event, but
it's burnt, right?
It's burnt. It's gone. You're really just kind of it's kind of ghost interest at that point, right? I mean,
yeah, exactly. It's in limbo. It's in purgatory, so you can't really, I guess, be taxed on that.
My man, one of our cutthroats is here. One of our main cutthroats, freaking the Twitter fucking terror. I'm gonna call him Johnny Chaos. What's happening, bro?
Johnny.
What's up, Johnny?
So where were we at in the conversation? We're talking speculation today.
Well, come on. We always talk speculation. It always goes to speculation, but no, we were just talking about
taxes,
taxable event at that. What is
bond ladders? Yeah,
bond ladders, and how those are taxed, and those are taxed only when they come out, not as you're realizing interest as it's growing, but not until you actually receive that interest or realize that interest, does it actually become a taxable event? So kind of the same in cryptos.
Here's my question for you. Do you feel like it's acceptable to be taxed when you put ETH into Uniswap and convert it into HEX
Is that a taxable
event?
event?
It's supposed to be, as my
Technically, yes.
It's supposed to be.
Technically, yes.
Well, are you going to pay the tax on that swap is the question.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a shitty fucking question to ask everybody on stream. Of course, we're paying
Anything
the
you say
taxes.
can and will be used against you later.
talk to your tax professionals.
Yeah,
I
you
would
got to
like
talk
say
to.
that-
Consult
I actually
them.
have a meeting with somebody tomorrow, and they are a crypto tax professional, and so I was just trying to get my questions ready because I'm going to sit down with them and go over that. Because, guys, I mean, if you're an early adopter, you're going to end up in a situation. You got to get yourself ready because
The whole reason why I even asked that question was because, what if you end up, say, you can't really put it's a debit card, a crypto debit card, and you can't really put HEX onto one of those. So if you convert it back to ETH, and then you put your ETH on the crypto debit card, and you just spend it literally as currency, you are being taxed with sales
tax. So
But
you get your
should-
ETH, you turn your dollar into ETH, you turn your ETH into HEX, you turn your HEX back into ETH, you turn your ETH into a purchase, which tax.
Right.
Technically, yeah.
Until you're making millions, I don't think they're sending the SWAT team out to your house.
Well,
You're making millions, they're going to want their cut.
well, that's therein lies the Puerto Rico situation.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wait, RG,
been my plan was to just put it on a credit a debit card and just kind of spend it as I needed it.
DM me.
they have that. They have that. If you want to DM me later, I can show you a company that does that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
For sure.
Although
I've got
RG, I wanted to ask about the Staker app. Does it set up like a CD ladder for you, or does it you input something and then it spits it out, or what? How does it work?
Those are some of the functions that it is supposed to. At this point, what I'm testing is just wallet setup and the aesthetics of the app itself and the charting of HEX that it has. And I can see the functionalities are in there, the buttons are there, but they're not actually up and live yet. But yes, those things are coming.
Oh,
They're
awesome.
controlling the path right now as we're testing
Yeah.
different functions. So before RG got in there, we did do some stakes. We did some test stakes, and there were predetermined ladders for the alpha phase. And we did set up our ladder and completed. There was a 3, a 6, and a 9 day. And it went through. Everything worked out good. They tested that functionality. And then they said, okay, delete the app. Let's put another one on. So,
And I'm on
so now
I'm
we've
on the
got a different
iOS
set of functions.
I'm on the iOS app
Cool.
anyway. They were
Yeah.
testing Android apps, and now they just launched the iOS today. So I actually loaded it up today. Freaking worked beautifully though.
Nice.
Yep. So
Awesome.
I'm hoping we can get the staking function out before big payday, and that way I can utilize it.
But that's perfect for the like normies or no coiners, right? That's how you de-risk is just doing ladders, because you can't time the market. You don't know anything about crypto. How are you gonna figure out your stakes based on like a bull run if you don't even know how like the history of crypto? So I think it's great, and the CD ladder is just a way to mitigate some of your market timing inability, I guess.
So it appears that they have like some presets, and then they have like customization where you can go in and split things up how you want to. But right now, like this is the version they're going to be releasing right now is going to be a light version. So it's not going to have all the cool functions that it's going to have in the future. But you know how it is in HEX, we don't like to talk about future things, as to and they really wanted to release it, outright before they really said much about it. But I still think we need to keep people conscious that this is something that is in process, and it is done by 2 very reliable devs. And I mean, if you just look at the websites and the work they've already have done, that gives you a pretty good inclination to what's coming out.
Yeah.
Cool. Check
And
it
all of their stuff has worked too.
And it works, yeah.
Yeah.
All of their
That's
sites have been up and working, and
Yeah.
When are they coming out with their own coin?
They're not.
And,
They're
Fire-
not, and they're not interested in coming out with their own coin. They're not
Pretty good.
duct taping anything to Staker app. It was very important that they specified that they're not duct taping anything to it. This is all about Hex, and it's all for Hex. So,
But what if they come up with a token called duct tape? What are we gonna do?
Free payment.
All right. I'm gonna put some money in the chest. They're putting some lemons, dropping some lemons on the chat since they've
so
been.
you already discussed the drama that went on today that I was into, or
What's that, bud?
I
did you
didn't see
already
it.
discuss? Did you already discuss the drama that I got into, or no?
The drama you got into today? What did you
I
get
don't
into?
think so.
Whose head were you banging on today? You were banging on Elliot or whatever his name is, Elliot. Idiot?
Elio. So here's the deal.
Elio.
Okay. I talked to Elio actually after the thing. What I did was I called him out, and he answered, which is actually a surprise for most YouTubers. Man, they're just going to block you instantly. They're not going to respond. They're not going to take any liability, any liability for anything that they may have said or got wrong. And basically I called him out. I threw down some numbers. I spoke his language, which is numbers. And he looked at what I put together. He's still a little off on what he believes, but nonetheless, he did put in a mild retraction, I would say, and said, Hex, I was kind of off for saying Hex was a scam. It doesn't deserve the scam label. And he kind of backed off of it a bit in one of his posts, but he still has some research to do to figure it out. He initially read page 1 of the website, and that's all it took for him to, get that judgment in his head. And something like that's really hard to shake, so, and I'm not saying that, him calling it a scam and, the way he approached it was good. I was actually rather disappointed with that, because usually he does some pretty in-depth research, which is why it kind of bothered me more that he did that than, some of the other influencers that are not necessarily, that read. So we did link him the layman's guide, and hopefully he'll read it, and hopefully, he might, enlighten himself a little bit about what it is that it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, good job on that.
Doing God's work, man, Johnny.
I really like your explanation about the price and the worst day and the best day. You know what? Since not everybody here is on the Twitters, would you go ahead and throw your rant out there one more time and explain that to everybody, so that everybody can hear it? Here on DS. Coming from straight from the Pirates.
All right, I got to pull those numbers out of thin air again. Okay, so what happened was.
By the way, let me thank everybody for the diamonds. We're getting like Motley's donated a diamond, Hector Protector, and I can't say that name. Oslem something. Thanks, appreciate it, guys. All right, Johnny, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let's see how my brain power works, because you guys kind of put me on the spot here. I don't have any notes or anything. So, day 1, there was a little bit over 20,000 ETH in the adoption amplifier. At that point in time, I don't know if you guys remember, but ETH was like $87. We all stacked our ETH before day 1, and it was like $87. So, that 20,000 ETH there, you were actually getting 586 hex per ETH. I'm sorry, 586 hex per dollar. Okay, with the ETH that you put in.
At the worst day.
On the worst day. Okay, now at 7,000 or so ETH in the adoption amplifier, and with ETH being 300, you're actually only getting 186 hex per dollar. So as far as day one being worse than now, that's just not so, because you were getting 3 times more hex for your money at that point in time.
Per dollar.
Now you can look at that any way you want to look at it and say, oh, but it costs, there was more ETH in and you got less hex per ETH. But yes, but ETH was less dollar value. And because of that, your dollar value wise, you were better off putting it in hex and not in ETH, because you now have 3 times that. So now go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Oh, I was just saying ETH at that time was only $80 to $100 during that point.
There you go. And I remember buying it for $87, as a matter of fact. So, and then we'll go into the best day, which was day 33. Okay. Day 33 was 1.8 million hex per ETH. On that day, if you would have taken 1 Bitcoin at that point in time, which was valued at 7,400 and something, don't know the exact number. If you would have bought 1 Bitcoin worth, you would have been able to take that Bitcoin and buy 55 ETH. That 55 ETH would have gave you 99 million hex. That 99 million hex today is worth $398,000, and that's not counting staking, interest, penalties, or any of that. So that 1 Bitcoin on that one day,
straight principal,
could have gotten you $500,000 almost.
Burr.
Burr.
And of course, that's, that sounds cool. That's exact timing of the market right there. That's like the perfect timing of the market, which, you could go back to any coin and look at the perfect timing of the market and go, oh my God, you could have freaking killed it right here if you bought here and sold here,
Well, there were other options though, too. For instance, when Tone Vase and them were going, it's under a sat. Yeah, I know. I'm buying it under a sat right now. Keep talking, man. Keep talking. I'm buying it. Click, 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 click. It was under a sat for like a week. So there was plenty of buy opportunity other than the adoption amplifier. And that's part of the things that Elio doesn't understand, because he's basing everything off the adoption amplifier. And Hex is actually on the open market. And there are several ways of getting it, several places where you can place bids, thin order books, push prices around if you want to play trading games. But there's all kinds of different access points that we're not taking into account. So was it just day 33 that you could have pulled that off? No, actually day 43 was pretty good. And also, like I said, there was a week where you could go on BuyDesk and buy it 1 sat all day long. So, you have to be able to watch that availability when it's on the market.
Yeah, there was like 25 days where you could get over 1 million hex per ETH.
Yeah. So
I caught one of them.
Was the worst day versus the best day, and nobody bought just on day one. So to say anybody that just bought on day one, there's nobody in Hex just bought on day one.
Yeah. It was a horrible metric to claim, that Hexicans were wrecked. It was a horrible way for that. Yeah, I mean, you explained it beautifully as like, you idiots. That's not how you look at any, investment. That's not how you look at anything. That's not how it works. There and then the ETH to dollar value was huge too, because that changes the whole game right there. Your
absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, in crypto terms, it looked as good in crypto terms, which was still freaking phenomenal. Still looks good. Still has been price go up. But per dollar, your dollar amount has just grown exponentially. Period.
Well, in all actuality, nobody was buying ETH to buy ETH. At that time, the people that were buying ETH, they were buying it to buy Hex. So you were only spending $7 per ETH to get that many Hex. So, And
I was dumping shit coins and Bitcoins for that.
Everybody was dumping everything to get in. And you know what? The ETH pump that happened, a lot of that has to do with people buying the ETH to purchase the Hex. Yeah. I can't say all of it does, but there's a good portion of that.
So, tough to quantify.
Yeah.
And I was also thinking that in Uniswap, the ratio of ETH to Hex, it doesn't change even when the price goes up on ETH. And I think if the price of ETH goes up and that ratio is kind of fixed, it should drag up Hex along with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it quadrupled our gains. If you bought, going back to the example, buying on day 33, it quadrupled your USD gains just from the 87 to 380, right? What 375 it is right now, plus the staking, plus the interest, plus the penalties from all the weekends and all that early stuff we had in February, and then now in the last few weeks we've had a bunch of penalties. So I think we topped $1 billion as a whole already before the launch, which is way above what I expected. I don't know about you guys, but that was
that's
surprising.
I didn't really expect a lot of people doing this emergency unstake function. I mean, even initially when everybody was resetting their stakes and everything, like, don't do it, But Firebun came in here and explained the whole share rate thing, and the share rate thing is very important because that is a key functionality that people don't understand about Hex, and they think it's just a regular ERC20 token, and they don't understand the fact that that share rate functionality is key. It's what makes it different than anything else out there. And any clone or anything else that they come up with, it doesn't have that share rate functionality.
Right.
I'm being quiet so other people can talk.
That's we've been talking. That's why we let you in here, man. Come on.
Well, I think we're definitely getting a little bit of a turnaround on the influencers because at the point of 10 months, how long can you be wrong, right?
Yeah. How
long can you beat this dead horse of any minute now? They're going to exit. It's almost like any minute now, Bitcoin's going to $1 million. I mean, come on. How many any minute nows can you have? We're just getting to that point where it's, come on, guys. It's still here. Maybe better take a better look,
Yeah, Hex has already won. It's just a matter of time now.
And you know what? It's the pressure of the community, too. Because, I'm sorry, smart motherfuckers, man. The Hexicans are smart motherfuckers, and they're not backing down. And everybody has stood on the line and said, "No, we're holding this fucking line. You guys are full of shit, and we're going to call you all out." I mean, we've called everyone from Antonopoulos to freaking McCormick to Tone Vase, all of them. We've called them all out. I don't give a shit. There ain't one crypto influencer out there or non-crypto influencer out there for what I care.
The biggest one, crypto finally.
Yeah. We pissed her off the other day too.
I'm gonna miss her and her selfies. What can I do? Oh wait, we still got another girl in a net. We're okay.
Shout out to
those girls have class. Our girls have class. I'm sorry. Our girls are classy, and even Nerd Girl going out there and freaking like letting it all hang out. That was freaking great. Oh my God.
I was picking at her because I said, this is deniable plausibility. she played that in such a way she could, no guys, I just I'm taking your side. But the thing is, the evil side there, the dark side might take that and promote for us because they're like, look, she's making fun of them. Yeah, look, you're advertising for us. So whatever.
Yeah, and there is no bad publicity. I'm sorry, there is no bad publicity. Every argument, every fight, everything that we do out there, even the McCormick thing, no matter how bad everybody might have hated that was good shit. I'm sorry, it's all good shit, because people are paying attention, and the more people that pay attention, the more people are actually going to open the hood and take a look at Hex. And once you do, it's undeniably real and as good as we're all saying. And that's just it. It just needs more eyes on it. So I don't care who we piss off. I don't care how, but I was talking to somebody about it, and they were like, "Hey, well, maybe that's not the right approach to take to with all the influencers and stuff." And I was like, "No, there is no bad publicity."
The kicker is this: until Hex, nobody was really holding any of the influencers accountable. When you're not held accountable and there's no consequences for your actions, you can pretty much do anything you damn well want. Now, what's unfortunate is they chose to target a project that people have been in for years and have watched development from the very beginning and concept. And they're trying to act like they're more educated on the subject than we are. So it's kind of like being in the pool and the water's fine and somebody's standing outside the pool going, "There's a shark in there." And everybody's like, "What are you freaking talking about?" You know?
Yeah. Well, that was like finally
like, everything's great. We're having a good time, but what are you're yelling shark. It's like,
yeah, that was
dude.
Finally's position with me. She was very, very like, "Oh, you silly, crazy people." I mean, she literally like called me like crazy. I'm like, well, yeah, kind of, but fuck you.
Says the girl that's stoned 99% of the time. I don't think I've ever seen her do a video unstoned, except for the one where she was actually doing a presentation where she sounded very smart.
Yeah, no, she does, and she's easy on the eyes, so that's how she's gotten her following and stuff, you know. So, but whatever, that is what it is. She stands in front of a chart, and I ain't just because she's a woman, I'm not gonna freaking hold off. If you stand in front of a chart.
I will say this though, once crypto really, really gets popping, man, when these Instagram baddies really get in here, man, these crypto chicks are going to be blowing out the motherfucking water. Like, girls, just like there's going to be some fucking big YouTubers eventually that hop in that are going to push out a lot of the crypto YouTubers out, man. There's these Instagram girls coming that you girls are not going to be able to compete against. I'm sorry. Judgment Day is coming.
Yeah, no, I know it's and nothing. Yeah, nothing against our community of women or whatever, but there are some. If you're working on just the sex appeal part of it, yep. Those girls, like you said over there, are like a whole different freaking league. You know, just like all of us, ain't none of us are freaking Adonises. That's for goddamn sure. You know, I ain't. You know, we ain't freaking swimsuit models ourselves. You know, ain't one of us can lift our shirts up other than freaking our freak kinetics and show a six pack. You know, so nothing against anybody in the crypto community, but the freaking good looking ones out there, they're coming, like you said.
Hey, what's up with your boy Adrian posting on Twitter?
Oh man, you know what? I tried with the man. I
did one like 30 minutes ago. It's like
that's everyone saying he's lost his fucking mind. Wow.
What's he doing now?
With the DTC stuff?
What's that?
Taking down Richard Hart.
Isn't he obsessed with the DTC stuff or channel?
He's my boy needs help. I tried. Adrian, I'm still here, bro. I'm still here. I'm still here. I've been trying to help you, man. I'm here for you. Come talk to me. RG3's got your back, bro. I miss you. I miss laughing at you, with you, whatever you want to call it.
Come on the live stream, Adrian. We would love to talk.
Miss you, bro.
And not.
I think he's a little bit on the antisocial side.
He is. I tried, man. I couldn't even get him. He blocked me before he ever commented on anything I said. So, and I commented on him for months, like every post. And that boy posts. He puts up some freaking posts. It was hard to keep up with him on some days.
Oh, he watches too, because he quotes us sometimes.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. He's on bath salts, Excidente says. Wait, what? I saw. Wait, knew something was. He's talking about killing Richard. What?
I don't know if he said kill.
I don't know if somebody said that. Hey, Motley, thanks for the diamond, bro. Can't trust those guys that live alone in the woods. Yeah, I don't know. I like the kid. I like him. I do. Adrian, come back, Adrian. Come back to the real world, Bubba.
I think the problem that's going on with Adrian, it's like he's missing his Scooby. He looks, like Shaggy. He's like Shaggy and Scooby, but he's missing his Scooby. So he's like losing his mind. You know what I mean? I think he needs a dog.
Oh boy. Come on, I'm trying to get him to unblock.
I think he needs a girlfriend.
Well, we know that.
He's too alpha. He's too alpha, bro. He
Too alpha.
tweets, in order to respond to comments, he tweets at comments. That's how alphas do it in all caps, bro.
Yeah, I'm.
He's talking, but I don't hear him.
I can't do anything about Adrian. I'm sorry. I tried. So what else is going on?
Oh yeah, I got some. No. You know what? I won't say it. Forget it.
Say it. What you got?
Oh, I was just going back off to those hot ass girls from Instagram, man. Can you imagine when these fucking these Latina fucking weather ladies get on? Dude, some of these weather ladies are smart, bro, and they are bangers, dude. Bangers, bro. Like 11s out of 10s, man. If those chicks get into crypto and they start doing some research, man, adios, crypto thoughts.
Spanish TV weather women.
I remember the Aussie guy doing the review of the weather girl, and damn, every time she turned around. Have you ever seen Aussie reviews weather girl?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh God, that's like hilarious.
They know what they're doing.
But yeah,
Well,
I mean,
Hector,
we're getting
like
so close here, guys. I don't know about you, but I mean, I don't feel much like promoting. I just, I feel like sitting out going, y'all ain't got it figured out by now. It's your problem.
I've been hearing that come
Johnny's
out of
like,
your mouth
fuck
lately. You're like, you know what? Forget it. I don't want to. Don't mess what I got right now. Leave it alone. I don't want any of you guys.
And then somebody's got to say something stupid, and I got to crawl back out of my hole to come through and slap somebody. I'm just provoked by it. It's like, are you kidding me? You did not say something that dumb. It's like the total opposite of what reality is. It's like, here's reality. Look, it's reality right in front of you. Why can't you see reality?
They can't. They can't.
Yeah.
They're like blindfolds on.
Well, it's just so much easier just to dismiss it versus actually review it, look at it, say something intelligent about it. Dismissing it's easy. You can call something a scam and walk away,
Except when it doesn't go away. I mean, that was that bet. That
well, then they just got to hide it.
99% of the time, you're going to be right. If you just point the finger and say, "Oh, that shit's going to fail," 99% of the time, you're going to be right. What do you know?
And that's the problem. They figured that out. You know what I mean? They figured that out.
And now they're looking at it, going, "Wait a second here, it's still here." People are reminding us that it's still here. What do we do now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No matter how much they hate it, it's not going away. The HEX is a smart contract that is going to live on the internet forever. Forever. I mean, there's literally nothing that's going to take it down other than Ethereum completely imploding, which just doesn't look like it will ever be a thing. And even if that was a thing, we would just switch to the next blockchain. And if blockchains stop being the cool thing, we have to go to the next. I'm very positive that all of these currencies will be able to be transferred to whatever the next big thing is. It's just, they could just take snapshots, really. But
it's just like, what the big thing that people don't realize, and Elio was saying himself, he's like, well, I wish good for you guys. I hope it's not a rug pull. And what he doesn't realize is there's no rug to pull, because even if the website goes down, you still have access through Etherscan. You still have access through another Hex.win. There's another one yet. And then there's going to be access through Staker app. I don't know what the other one is because I haven't had to use it, but I know how to run it on Etherscan, so it's not really a big deal. So unless Etherscan goes down, there's no flipping the switch and shutting off the website and saying, you're out, suck it up. The other thing is people are scared of this whole staking thing. They're scared of this because of the whole BitConnect crap with the whole we're in control. If you lock it, we got you, right? Because they had their centralized switch, and all they had to do was throw that switch and say, "Ha ha, you're screwed." But they were also only listed on 2 other exchanges, as where Hex is listed on 30 exchanges. So Hex's market price is established by the open market, as where BitConnect's was a fixed, generated based on new people buying the coins from the old people. So it was such a different animal altogether.
And they completely lied. They completely lied. They said, "Oh, we have a trading bot."
Bot, yeah.
Yeah,
and really what it was reselling the same coins to the new people, and it was a circulating sort of thing. And again, centralized exchange. You had to lock under their terms, their rules, their conditions, and then all they had to do was flip the switch. As where Hex doesn't have that off switch functionality. You're in control of your keys. You run the code. You flip the switches. So, and you can always do that.
Yeah, that's always been a bad analogy. In my opinion, it was a non-starter of a conversation when people started talking about, comparing it to BitConnect. It's like, not even the same freaking animal. It's not even in the same league. It's not even close.
And then we had what? We had pyramid. Well, how are you supposed to do that when there's a 1-level referral? That's a very flat pyramid if I ever seen one.
Yeah. That's what Antonopoulos called it. I mean, that was like ridiculous right there.
And most of us don't even use our stupid referral. I mean, it's like
that's true.
It's not even worth it.
Yeah,
we use Hex.Doctor here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hardly even worth it to run the referral unless you are Hexo. He probably does pretty good on it. But I'm just saying, hey, I don't want to give up my privacy. I'm not going to do a referral.
Yeah.
But yeah, flat pyramid scheme, very flat.
It's amazing.
So flat. It's amazing. And then we had the Ponzi scenario. Okay, at what point do new users pay old users? Well, they don't. Exactly. That's the whole point of a Ponzi. That's the definition of a Ponzi. So actually, in all actuality, when new users come in and they stake, they're actually depleting the pool of the old users and taking money from the old users. So I don't quite understand where that whole concept works out either.
Everything that is every speculative asset is a Ponzi to some extent. I mean, you've got to put value in, and then somebody takes value out. That's Ponzi. Period. End of story.
But here's the catch-22. Hex code runs regardless of whether a new user ever comes in and stakes. It still continues to run.
Yeah.
So it is
completely. But in order for value to go up, you have to
that's open market.
More coming in.
Market.
But more coming in than going out. So people buying and not selling.
Yes, but you can continue to sell even if the price is going down. So
of course,
if you're selling,
but you
can sell and sell and sell till that price hits zero. It doesn't really matter. But the point is, there is no money transfer from new users to old users. No different than, selling an item on the open market. You can choose to sell it or not. But that's,
Oh, man. Thank you for the Ninja Guinea. Ramy Poons said, when you guys take profits eventually, what's the first thing you're going to do with the gains?
What did he say?
He said, when you guys take profits eventually, what's the first thing you're going to do with the gains?
Who wants to go first?
I have just a small credit card that I have to pay off. And it is small. It's like less than 5,000.
My lifestyle is not going to change, to be honest. I mean, I might get a new air conditioning unit for the house here and put a new roof on and, something like that. But somebody said buy weed.
For me, I'm just buying back my time.
And that's the other thing. Buying back my time because I'm running out of it, and that's the one thing you can never get back is your time. And then because of that, I can probably buy back some of my health by being able to get a good gym schedule going, a good eating regimen going, all those kinds of things that money, the freedom gives you. Everyone says money don't buy you happiness, but yes, it does, because really money buys you is options. Options buy you freedom, and freedom is what buys you happiness. Having the freedom to do what you want when you want, with who you want to do it with, and the style that you want to do that in is, definitions of financial freedom, and that's where you get happy. So it's not the money that makes you happy, but it's the freedom that you get from having that money and the things that you can do. So my lifestyle, like Johnny says, would get more free is what it is. And then, of course, shorten things up. Now, if we get stupid money coming in, if Hex pumps to, 3, 4, 5 cents, like, some of us have talked about or whatever. I mean, you see something stupid like 30, 40 cents, then we're talking, that's like mind blowing.
But how unrealistic is that, RG, in actuality, when things like XRP go up to $3?
It's not only in my own mind is it unrealistic.
It's hard to fathom that. But when Bitcoin was a penny, nobody in their right mind thought it would hit $20,000. Okay?
No, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. And
nobody saw that coming.
The only thing, look, I've done well in life. I can't say that I've taken my damn lumps, and I've struggled, and I've worked my whole life and all that kind of stuff. Never, I've worked hard hoping that one day I do something good enough to make my life comfortable, be able to retire and all that kind of shit, But, looking at 30, 40 cent Hex with what we've done to get in is like beyond any imaginable freaking, thing that I've ever contemplated. That's
we're not
at
even
that
talking
point
about dollars. We're still talking about cents.
At that point, it's like the RG3 Foundation. I'm going to go help motherfuckers is what I'm going to do. And put money into people and help people get off of drugs and things like that. Whatever. That's my thing. I don't know what everybody else's thing is, but I want to give back to that community. That's I'd really love to have enough money to be out and be a philanthropist. That's what I would like to do, go help men and women that are, struggling out there and help them get on their feet somehow. That's what I'd like to do anyway.
That's great. I think I would probably travel a little bit, invest in some income producing assets, probably. Although it's hard to get away from Hex, because Hex already is itself an income-producing asset. So it's like you're going from. It would probably be diversification, but other than that, like RG said, I'm interested in like doing a foundation, in education probably, or for underserved communities or something like that. I haven't really thought about what specifically, but education is probably what I'd focus on. If we get to the stupid, numbers, because 10,000X was the goal, and that's 56 cents. That's 56 cents. And that's, in 2.5 years from the launch, that's April of 2022.
Yeah,
that's not as far away that you think, and that's past all the Bitcoin free claims. All the, hopefully all the weekends will probably be out by that point, because why would they be involved? They just want to kind of dump, get their bonuses, free money, dump, and then get out. Then it's just going to be a transition from the weak hands, the free claimers, to the strong hands, and then hopefully, if we have a lot more strong hands in the community, as I think we do, it should be a steady rise as far as with that coincides hopefully with the share price. I would assume it would normalize over time, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I know what dollar cost is going to do. He's going to buy some new shoes.
He's gonna have DC shoes. Oh no, that's already taken.
Yeah. It's already taken. I'm gonna buy these Marty McFly Back to the Future shoes. I've had my eye on forever. They're like, I think they're like $5,000, man, and I want them. I want them so. They lace up by themselves. You just put them on, they go. I know it's dumb, but I want them. I've been such a Back to the Future fan forever. I really like them a lot. And then I probably just pay off my mom and dad's house after that.
You know what we should do is have a foundation for wrecked crypto influencers after Hex does go. We'll have the sad dog freaking music going. The dogs that are
crypto influencers.
But here's
have
the
all the
thing,
crypto
RG, we have tried. We have reached out the olive branch to these guys on several occasions. We've been saying, look, your followers are going to be really pissed off when they find out that you're not telling them the truth. How many times we got to tell them, look, these people are going to come after you with freaking torches and pitchforks when they find out that you didn't know what the hell you were talking about. This is an unprecedented thing where people are going to be mad that they're going to.
We get to put their words on freaking screen. You know what I mean? We're going to get to show all of them and all the bullshit that they said, all the texts that they made, all the tweets that they did. We're going to be able to put them all out there, and all of us saying no, listen to what we're saying here. So their history is not going to be kind to them.
And it's rhyming just like Bitcoin, just like Ethereum. It's rhyming. Nothing like this, And I've never seen a community like this either. It's phenomenal. It's all inspired by those influencers because it just compels people to say, hey, that ain't right.
Yeah.
I think
we fed off a lot of that energy. We have fed off a lot of that energy. I mean, I know you have, Johnny. You come on here like freaking veins popping out of your head when you're talking about these guys. And I can't say. I mean, I'm just as salty too, But I mean, we've got a lot of energy from those folks, And so thanks, guys. You're helping us, inspiring us.
They're more expensive than I thought. They're $14,000.
How many hex is that going to be in a few
that's
years?
not a big.
Yeah, it's not a lot. That's like what 14K hex. It's nothing.
I got a fun question for you guys. Who is your favorite worst interview that Richard did? So mine's on Yavin, and I mean like your favorite, as in the funniest, most entertaining, or just you got the most. You thought it was the best in the worst way. Mine was on Yavin.
See, the problem I have with this, I would have to say the on Yavin one was too, but I mean, it was so spoofy. I mean, it was absolutely so unbelievable.
He was scripted.
The absolute utter incompetence, and this guy's coin intelligence. I'm thinking in coin incompetence. And I'm just watching this guy, and he goes, here are the rules. And the rules are you can't do anything, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, dude, are you having a conversation or an interrogation? Did you guys just jack Richard over the head and take him to some interrogation chamber or what?
Yeah, it was interrogation is what it was. Yeah.
And it was so lame. They didn't even give him a chance to answer,
or listen to any responses. He just
nothing, and he just ignored anything. Okay, fine, but you're still scam. I mean, it was just so frustrating. And Richard flipped him off. I thought it was hilarious. He just kind of threw his hands up in the air. It's like, screw you, dude. It's like I can't believe Richard has had the amount of patience that he's had to go through 30 plus interviews, put his face out there and sit there. And while people are screaming, I'm just going to sit there and go, yeah. Okay. You done yet? I mean, dude, I'd be wanting to swing at people at that point. It's like, let him come through the screen. I just can't believe how relaxed he is,
Yeah.
RG, Briz, what do you guys get?
Well, mine was definitely, and if you go to YouTube, it's the most chicken shit interview that I've ever seen. And the only reason I like it is because it's going to age so horribly and history is going to jack them for it. And I hope it gets
going for the wolf.
No. It's called Live, Tone Bays, and Attorneys versus Richard Hart Hex Watch Party. This was literally on the day that Hex launched. Richard was launching the project, and Tone brings lawyers in and starts jabbing him with, you're a scam, the law is coming after you, we're sicking the SEC on you. On the day the man launched his fucking project. That was the biggest, most chicken shit. Tone Vase right there looks like a little pussy fucking chicken shit motherfucker right there when he did that.
That was all because of Richard wrecking him on that interview.
Oh, on that interview?
They went back and forth. They had a debate.
But to do that to a man on the day that he was like, there's been no rest for Richard. It was like he worked for 2 years to put that project out. And then that day, crypto influencers and lawyers jumped on his shit. And I just thought that was the biggest chicken shit that I've ever seen. I couldn't believe that they actually did that to that man.
I had trouble believing those guys were lawyers with what they were saying.
Yeah, and that
because
just
the law, their law is very subjective, I guess.
Yeah, and one of them was saying that was like, hey, the law is subjective, and they could really get you on anything, Richard. So you might want to be careful what you do and what you say, but the way they came at him was so. I don't know, man. I'm from the street. I'm from the streets, bro. And when you get like fed freaking cop attitude fucking guys like that jump in your face, man, it does something to me. Those guys just really stir some shit up in me that I just want to wring all their necks. I mean, it was just to do that to a man that was just, it was like his birthday fucking party, man. It was like, give the man, cut him a little bit of slack and say, hey, we're going to be watching you, Richard. Congratulations. We see some things here that we don't like, but congratulations. You launched it in the crypto world. What can you tell us about it? Educate us a little bit on what your project is, and maybe change our minds a little bit of how we feel about it versus what they did.
That was a gangbang, dude. That was a target and assault is all that was. That was target and assault. There was no conversation. They weren't interested in the project. Their whole point for getting Richard on there was so Tone and his friends could all gang up. And yes, that was a wuss
and then try and put him in a position where he can make a legal, faux pas.
Right, so they could say, "There, I got him."
Yeah,
and they couldn't get it.
Gotcha.
They were trying to hang him somehow. Yeah.
And here's the fun part: the girl they brought on later, I bet she owns some Hex. Number one, number two. Tone cut that part out where he said where the light bulb flipped on in his eyes, and he goes, "Wait a minute," because he caught on to the auto stake. Okay.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Wait a minute, that fat weasel is not going to let me dump my Hex if I free claim it."
Yeah.
And they cut that part out of the video. But yes, the light bulb went on to his head because he's like, "Ooh, I'm going to claim it and I'm going to dump on their heads." And it's like, no, too bad. Richard done thought of that one too.
Yep, you can't. And it was like swallowed his gum at that point. I remember that. And
it's all edited out. All the good parts are edited out. So even though they came in there to gank him, some people had that question of, wait a second, Richard's actually onto something here. They just won't admit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the second lawyer was kind of like at the end was like kind of like asking good questions about the project, and the other guy was just attacking him the whole time.
One of the lawyers was trying. The other one was he was Tone's back pocket or something. But
they went
I have no respect for that guy. I have no respect for him whatsoever. I've watched what he's done in crypto. I've seen what he's done behind the scenes. I know some of the things about him. I have zero respect for him. He is garbage in this space. He is hurting more people than he's helping. That's for sure. There may have been a time when he might have had some kind of, deserve for respect, but not now. He's a freaking weasel. He's a weasel, and he deserves what's coming to him because all this stuff that he's done is not going to age well. It's not.
My favorite video interview, not really interview, more I guess a debate, was against Richard and Tone Vase on Cointelegraph. The maximalism versus realism.
When they were doing that freaking like shotgun thing where they had to
that's what did it.
That was pretty good at production quality. And my favorite part has to be when like Tone Vase is like, "Da, I run a full node, da," and Richard goes, "You know how smart he is? He's a bitch to the person that wrote the exe that he pushed. That's how much control he has. He's a bitch to the person."
TD indicator, yeah. Tom DeMarc wrote it. He's selling it to you, but he didn't make it.
he has slayed them all. It's been great. It has been great. But
saying da.
Did you see? So there was a picture that somebody posted on Telegram or on Twitter of finally like giving him a little lap. She was sitting on his lap or whatever, and he's got his arms around her and stuff. Somebody took, I don't know who it was. I'm not going to say it was, but somebody took the dummy, the mannequin dummy of Tone Vase that
the puppet.
Hexo's puppet, and superimposed it onto Tone Vase, so she's sitting on the puppet's lap. Oh, it was great. It was great.
And then if you read all the comments in that Cointelegraph video, dude, it's all so like pro Richard. Great.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. They're kind of picking the wrong guy to yell scammer at because there is no dirt. He retired at 24. He's been he's got this I want to help the world mentality. Now, yeah, he's kind of brutal about how he says things sometimes, but the fact is the reason he's kind of driven by this whole I want to help people thing. That's been his character from day one. And now they're like, well, now you're making your own coins, so you're a scammer. It's like, no, he's still Richard. He's just sick of your shit.
He's trying to fix what you guys have been fucking up for all this time.
Yeah.
He's trying to make something better. Why don't you give the guy a chance? But and here's the thing, guys, and it all boils down to this. He's fucking with their bags. He's fucking with their bags, and they don't like it, and they're the voices, and they're the influencers, and all the people that have the money, that have the big money, are pulling their strings. And that's why it's happening. That's why it's happening. That's the only reason it's happening, because come on, you're telling me that out of all of the crypto influencers, out of all the smart people that are in crypto, and Tanopolis included, they didn't look at the code. They didn't look at what HEX is. They haven't done the research. Tell me that that's really not true. They've had to have, and they're afraid of it. And if they're not afraid of it, the fact that they're being this ignorant, that they're being this freaking stupid, lazy, or scammy, is deplorable. I mean, what the hell are they doing? Really, you guys are the influencers in crypto, and you won't get up off of your asses and check it out for real? Really?
Any wonder why we don't have any adoption in the crypto space? That's what they walk into when a no coiner walks into the door. They walk into them, and that's they are responsible for the lack of no adoption.
Yeah.
And all this big money they say come in, where is the price movement? I hear all the time, hundreds of millions of dollars are being thrown into Bitcoin right now. Where's the price movement? They're going to tell us, oh, it's all over the counter. Yeah, well, when they drop it on our heads here in a month or two, you're going to know where the big money went. I mean, this happened before.
Yeah. History. It's going to be fun to be on this side of history. That's all I can say. It's going to be.
To know where to spot HEX, it'd be the green one.
Yeah, I tried to onboard a no coiner not too long ago, and he got to the website, and then he just, once he started doing the separate Google searches about HEX, he was just like, can't do it. I think it's a scam, or it's like, he gets all the money, like, Richard gets all the money, and then he's just like, just dropped it. So that's
how I get around this.
Luckily,
I go sit with the person.
Soon.
go sit with the person, download a MetaMask, and then you give them some hex, and that's it. And you show them how to stake it, and that's it. And then you let them choose on their own what they want to put in. Get them a Coinbase account set up, get them a MetaMask account set up, show them how the functionality is. Because here's the thing. Not everybody needs to know how the engine runs in the car. You don't need to be able to tear down an engine and rebuild the engine in order to get the car to drive, right? You do need to know how to drive the car. So too much information is bad. When you try to explain big payday, you try to explain the bonuses and all the penalties and stuff, and say, look, this here is half a penny. You can get a whole bunch of them. It might do good.
Mm-hmm.
Throw $100 in, see what happens. What are you going to do with that $100 anyway? You're going to go to the casino. You're going to go buy lottery tickets with it. Why don't you just throw $100 in there and watch us gain interest?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't bring people into crypto anymore. I gave up that a while ago. I've got people that have put a lot of money into crypto and it didn't work for them, 2017. So I've left it alone. But what I did do is those people that I really wanted to go and contact, as I put a stake in for them. And that's how I'm going to, onboard them, is I'm going to give them their X later on. Buy them a treasure or something and send it to them and say, here's your consolation for playing in 2017 in the waters of crypto. Let me put some more money in the treasure chest. Let me handle I know that we're going to be wrapping it up pretty soon. I'm going to handle the business right now. All right, everybody, get into the chat rooms. And okay, so we've got, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the chat function so that even the YouTuber chats can do it. Everybody go in and say, hey, RG3, so that I can, and once,
one time, no spamming.
One time, because if I go in there and I look, everybody, we got 102 people in there and 50 over in YouTube. Let's get everybody, hey, RG3. I'm going to open up the chat here, and then I'm also going to pick on my Twitter and get everybody that's in the Twitter here. And bingo, bango. There we go. Pull that up.
When I go into the chat, he never talks to me. He waits for me to come on stream. He ignores me until I come on stream.
I don't get into Telegram that often. I don't, I hardly ever get in the Hex Telegram anymore. And I used to live in that thing. All right, let's see what we got. Do we have people?
Are we getting spammers?
I am going to almost bet that we will. El Hexadente, I already see El Hexadente's doing it. Who else? Children of the Grave is good so far. I'm El Hexadente. Come on, man. You know the rules. Let's see. Because I'm going to go back and look at it. It saves a record of it. I can check it all out. Same with YouTubers. Here, let me pull the YouTubers up too. There, boom. Alrighty.
And John, you can always tell them everybody said ETH was a scam too, and you can have them look up ETH as a scam, and then you can show them that Ethereum did what Ethereum did, and show them, this is what happens with all new innovation.
Hey. So our first contestant, our first qualifier is first time I think that he actually got on, and he's one of our regulars, Bally Brand.
Yay!
I think that's his first qualifier, and he's always here, always supporting. So let's Nate J. And I think that was from that's actually from the new YouTube channel. Nate J, you are a qualifier. And then our other last qualifier is, nope, that was a spammer. I caught you.
Got him.
Wait a minute. Now I got to double check to make sure there's no spam here, because these are some of the regulars. You guys are not going to freaking get over. I'm not going to be unfair to everybody that's in there, because you freaking pirates want to fucking play pirate. Let's see here. Nope, he didn't. It doesn't look like there's So 369 Hex, you got it. That was only one time that you forgot your name in it. Let me double check one more time. 369 Hex, you are the other qualifier there. So 369 Hex.
Congratulations, all qualifiers. Please tune in next time.
Wait, nope. I've got to do the real quick. I've got to do this one over here. Hold on a second. I'm going to pick from the outside folks that don't get to hang out in our chat. And let me make sure this was the right one. Yep. That one, there's a Barely Crafty is our. Let me write that down. Crafty. And is that one just putting it in one time? Yep. And I don't even know if that was supposed to be. Oh, they should have told me they were. All right, hold on a second. There we go. Tiago Duarte, right? Tiago Duarte. Duarte. And then the last one. Make sure we're not doubled up. All right. Mark Casha. You guys are all qualifiers. So tonight we got LA Brand, my man, Nate J, 369 Hex, Barely Crafty, Tiago Duarte, and Mark Casha. If you are from Europe, Asia, outside the US, and you don't get to watch our show live, please get on the Twitters and send me a message. Just say, "Hey, RG3, I'm qualifying today." And I'm going to pick out of you guys. So those of you that don't get to catch the show live, I'm going to pick from there too. So we're getting quite a list here, and hopefully we'll be at 100 pretty soon, and then we can put the wheel of death together. And then when we hit 1,000, we can spin the wheel of death and give everybody their hex. Let me add a little more to the treasure chest tonight, and we'll give that away here in a minute.
So, John, you hold the fort down pretty much in Telegram. I've seen a lot of the stuff you post in there. So we don't have to be in there. He's got this held.
Yeah, I've been hanging out mostly in Telegram just because I like it, and I like the GIFs and the memes, and I like to save all those files for safekeeping to look back on. Like some of the early memes or videos that were posted. Like Ministry of Hex has made a bunch of really good ones. With the good texture one in particular, the DeFi, the farming yield one was hilarious. I just love that's one of the biggest things about the Hex community that I love, just the memes and the.
Look who's here.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
What's up, Franklin? How you doing, buddy?
That's Franklin.
What's up, man?
What's happening?
What's happening, man?
Not much, man. It's been a while. I haven't been on this since I want to say weeks, right?
It's been a while, bro. It has been a while.
Yeah, man. I love that everybody's doing their thing, man. That's what I'm about, man. How are y'all doing, though?
I'm doing excellent. I'm doing excellent.
All excellent, man.
I love
The
it.
30 some odd days left, the big payday, and we're just all like, yeah, all right, y'all go think it's a scam. It's okay.
Hey, Franklin, you were on the 24-hour with us, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you did the 24-hour. I remember that. So
yeah,
you gonna come join us on the next one?
Hell yeah, man. I just quit my other job, so y'all probably see a lot more of me now.
Oh,
It's
And
Franklin Saint Flex.
Franklin Saint Flex.
Hey. Yeah,
No
I'm
kidding,
moving
man.
Puerto Rico on Saturday.
Oh, are you?
Nice.
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Vacation, or are you going to look at the opportunity out there?
The opportunity, man. I'm ready to check it out, bro.
You got to
This
report
is
back to
my
me. Let me know when you're there.
Pointing the wrong way. My new personal trainer.
Yeah, man. If you guys want tips, man, let me know, man.
Let's do it, man. Give me all the tips I need, man. I'm about to get into the gym pretty soon now.
Let's do it, man.
Mine just opened back up. Mine's open again, so
I need one more week before it's open.
Yeah.
I got to get rid of this.
Who's that chick that's on what was her name? Crypto Finally? Like I forgot her name.
Oh yeah.
The stupid broad. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She's just an idiot. I remember I had a conversation with her like before all this nonsense and everything, and like I think I asked where are the best like attracting women from, and for some reason she thought that was like totally sexist, bro. Like it don't make any sense.
I don't understand. She uses that to that's how she's popular. She uses her sexuality.
Yeah. It makes no sense. She said, "Oh, don't turn me against my sisters." Some stupid shit like that.
My sisters?
Yeah, bro. Like what?
Leia chimed in on this. She did not name any names or anything, but Leia made a statement. It said, "Playing a victim must be trendy."
Yes. Like what the hell?
Yeah, I like Leia.
I love being on Twitter, man. Just tearing these people up, man. I love it. I got Twitter fingers for days. If I'm not busy working, I'm ready, man.
Twitter.
I love it. All these haters. They can all die.
See, we got Franklin motivated, man. He's ready to tear.
I know
these
Franklin's
up,
always.
man.
I always see his tweets right in there with ours. Whenever he's like, boom, he's on it.
I'm ready, bro.
I like your hat, Franklin.
He was like, we just need to go ahead and stop being nice. I'm in there, man. I'm fucking tearing their assholes apart.
Yep. Because we're the influencers now. We're the ones that are actually out there trying to help the crypto community. And we've got to take that position. And that's what I meant by, hey, it's time for war, guys, because you know what? No more, letting them walk all over us. They're the ones that need to be called out for what they're doing. Like Johnny does all the time.
Held accountable.
You guys are wrecking your people. You're wrecking your people.
Yeah, man. It's war, bro. It's war.
It is.
They're getting people wrecked. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not right. It's been going on too long in crypto. And now something's finally here where people can actually get a breath of fresh air, fucking catch up, and actually do something with what little they might have left if they got wrecked. This is a place for you to redeem yourself in crypto and make crypto good again.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we've got to speak that message, and we've got to take over. And we've got to act like we're the influencers, and just because we are, so we have to act like it. Because
and it's funny. It's like when you tell the truth, that's when you get blocked, right?
Yep.
They don't have anything else to say, so what they do is block you.
Yep. I tweeted that just yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like, it's funny when people tell the truth, that's when they start getting blocked.
Half of the time, we're not even being like that disrespectful,
No.
They're ready to block because they can't say anything else.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Well, it's frustrating when they don't have any ammo. All they can say about Hex at this point is wait, just wait, just wait. Just wait.
Really, children of the grave? Really, guys? Really?
It's too good, bro.
What happened? What did you do?
Oh, the chat. They got like
the picture.
Overweight superheroes having homosexual sex with each other.
Chat's gotta watch out, man, because those crypto thotties, they're coming for you. Like, you gotta protect your assets there, because they're gonna come. They're definitely coming.
Yep.
So, gotta have that shit saved, man.
All right, let me release the Kraken for all these guys.
First they laugh.
The treasure chest is going. Here comes the treasure chest, guys.
We got to get you closer to your mic a little bit there, Franklin. I'm having a little.
Yeah, we're having a little trouble hearing you.
I had to use my phone just because, like, my computer's acting.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey. You're going by DC now?
Yeah, just dollar cost. I'm just having too much fucking problems with it's Litecoin Moses this or that. I'm just like, fuck, just dollar cost across all platforms. Cool. Anyone calls me Litecoin, they know. So that dude that you co-host with, what's his name? Cultivate Crypto. Oh yeah, Charlie. Yeah.
Honestly, for me, I don't have too much problem with him as long as he just, does his thing. He apologized. He's good. the other dude that he be co-hosting with, he's still talking shit. You know.
All right.
The midget with the small hands.
Yeah.
Hector
dating
the
instructions.
Protector got 372 out of the chest. Motley Investor got 214. Cookie Boys 155 into the fire, 123, and Colin Hexander 103. Boom, 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 boom. You guys get your lemons. You get some lemons, and you get some lemons, and you get some lemons.
Everybody gets some lemons.
Everybody gets some lemons.
We're all out of luck, Franklin, if that's what women desire, because ain't none of us fit that little fit the description of that little midget with the little tiny hands.
Too funny, man.
Yeah.
Shit's hilarious, bro.
I think Franklin should be the one doing the dating advice around here, because he's all he got to do is take his damn shirt off.
Hey, you got to work for that, right?
Yeah.
Just like anything else, man.
Franklin's like, I'm double cheeked up on a Thursday.
And I know, like, my whole reason for posting that, I was just posting back for kinetics. And, like, I just want to
Fucking liar.
To be honest, man, I just want to motivate. Same thing with the Hex Dream channel and everything like that.
Mhm.
I was trying to give that back to Richard. Like, I was trying to give that chat to Richard, but he has so many chats, I, like, couldn't give it to him. You know what I'm saying?
What was the name of the chat?
Hex Dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he just has too much on his plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll talk that gym. We'll talk that gym stuff, man. I'm gonna have a live stream on Thursday and shit. We gotta do something, man. Because
bro.
I'm about to get into crypto shape, son. I'm going on a cut, man. I'm gonna drop down to like 200 pounds. That's my goal.
Are gonna be the most fittest in the whole game, in the whole community of crypto. I'm
trying to get my
I'm solid.
Yeah.
I haven't seen my abs for a while because the guy got I'm getting old, but I don't have a keg going. I didn't trade my 6-pack for a keg. They're still there. It's not as defined as they used to be. But I don't have time to go to the gym, man. I've got all my weights right here. I've got molds that are 200 pounds, that I move around and stuff in the shop. So it's like, man, I'm not going to the gym to move weights. I freaking do that all damn day.
Abs are made in the kitchen.
It's the fucking truth, man. Like abs
in
the kitchen.
made and broke in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I broke the shit out of mine during the COVID.
That fucked my head up. Like when you really get into a diet and stuff, because like I don't think I was ever as cut down like Franklin, but I was like enough where I was just seeing my top 2 abs. I think at the most where I got into shape. God damn! Like one of the biggest mistakes I made is I didn't eat enough protein when I was like from like I would say from like 18 to about like 25. I thought I was getting my numbers. Fuck no, I was off probably like 100 grams. Just because you're not calculating everything out,
Yeah, definitely want to be tracking your macros, but a lot of people also don't realize it depends on your body type. Also has a big effect.
Yep.
Like me, I'm a total ectomorph, right? So I can shed really quickly. Very hard for me to like put on that mass, right?
Yeah.
And everybody can do everything, right? But it just might mean that you might look a little bit different, depending on your body shape, and you might have to work harder. But like everybody can get down and they can get fit. It's about consistency. Just like Richard says, it really is consistency.
It's consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I've been consistently fucking up in the kitchen, so I got 15 pounds on me, but I can get it off. I'll get it off, and I'm an endo, so I got to my diet's really important. My macros are super important. So, but getting old too is hard as fuck, man. When you're younger in your 20s and 30s, it's like, okay, I'm getting gain a little weight. I've been drinking too much beer and this and that and the other. But man, when you're 53, shit, you start looking at shit in the cupboard and you start gaining weight.
I feel you, bro. Yeah,
I couldn't gain weight when I was younger. I was weighing in like 135. I couldn't gain weight to save my damn life. I was lifting weights every day. I was trying to eat enough, and I couldn't get enough calories. I couldn't gain weight to save my life. Now I'm sitting here at 172.
You can even at that time, but it's just harder, and like your body changes as your time goes on, and it's just like you can get big even if you're an ectomorph like me, but you just gotta constantly eating. And like, bro, there's times where you have to like force yourself to eat, bro. You know,
Motherfuckers be waking up in the middle of the night, like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in
shit.
the morning, just to eat.
Bro,
Right.
the kind of shit I used to eat just to try to get up to 160 is crazy. And I'm not a big dude, right? So I mean, it's hard. It depends on your body type, but as long as you stay consistent, man, you can get in shape.
What are you weighing right now?
I'm light, bro. I'm like probably 150 right now.
God damn.
I'm a short dude, man. So, but me getting cut easy for me
Easy,
is very, very easy. But like I know I could get away with not working out or training, and you know I'd still be pretty slim. But to get as cut as I am, like yeah, I'll be lifting very heavy. You know, changing up my routine a lot. But if I want to put on those pounds, man, I'm eating, bro. I'm fucking killing myself. I'm trying to do like 4,000 calories every day.
So when you 4,000 shit, man.
Yeah, bro.
Holy crap.
That's when I get focused.
I do that. I'm done.
Yeah.
I gotta get down to like 1,800 calories, but my macros have to be right, and I have to be working out pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy workout. But I can get there.
Yeah, you got to get on that cardio gang a lot, man.
Yeah, you know, I'm not a big believer in the cardio because I can literally lose the weight and start to cut up with just workouts.
You might want to think about doing like HIIT workouts. That might be better.
I do HIIT train. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And I do like 20-minute HIIT trains. So I'll do minute on, minute off, minute on, minute off, minute on, minute off, and do 20-minute HIIT trains. But only and I have to watch. See, because here's the problem with me, and not to get into all this. This is not HEX related, but I start to when I start to cardio, I start to lose muscle mass very quickly. So I have to do something like HIIT train. I HIIT train, and then I just keep it to 1 or 2 HIIT trains a week versus putting in a whole bunch.
You take protein?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but see, then I got to watch out on my macros. I start taking protein, and then I start messing up my macros. I got to, and I don't get to eat the food. It's like shit.
What kind of protein are you taking, and do you mix it with water or milk, or what? What's your?
I do water only,
and
I do plant based. So I'll do plant based proteins, and I just think that I've read a lot of different things, story that this works better than this and that works better than that. But that's what I actually react to better. So for my body, I've just done better with plant based.
Yeah, and
and then I do BCAAs and everything else.
Yeah, you bring up a good point because it's like everybody, everybody's like, oh, you need to work out this way and that way. But at the end of the day, everybody genetically is different.
Yes.
People don't realize that.
And that's why a good trainer will sit you down and say, okay, we're going to start a program, but we're going to start looking at what works for you and what doesn't. Exactly. And that means they got to track your workout. You got to track your diet, and you got to be consistent so that you can adjust, Exactly. And then, after about a year of doing this, so I know I've done it. I've been with a professional trainer. David Kimmerly was my trainer. And he died, unfortunately, but he was an Adonis. I mean, the guy was on magazine covers all over Muscle Fitness. But he taught me the same thing. And we spent a whole year adjusting things, this protein versus that protein, changing my macros around, changing my workouts around, changing my going from cardio to HIIT training. So I did a lot of different changes. And I know it works. I just got to do it.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing, the consistency, right?
Exactly.
That's what works, man.
So, but Mama wants the 6-pack back, so I got to get the 6-pack back.
Oh, you get it.
Hey, Franklin, do you like steady state more, or you all get? Because like I just keep hearing like different things with the steady state cardio and shit. Because some people just like it.
Honestly, to be honest with you, I don't do that much cardio. To be honest with you, if that, I'll do HIIT every now and then, but maybe once a week. Like I'm one of those ectomorphs, right? Mm-hmm. If I pick up cardio 2 to 3 times a week, I'm going to drop pounds. Yeah. If I'm not constantly eating, I'm gonna really shred about 10 to 15. So like it's nothing.
Yeah. I got sort of the opposite problem. I can gain weight real easy and lose weight real easy, but it's like I'm always fluctuating a little bit depending on. Normally I'd be able to keep my weight steady because I'd be working out, but
you're endo. You're a big dude, man. You are.
I mean, if you are losing you do look like a pretty big dude. So like
he's like 6'2". You're 6'2", right?
Yep.
He could be less, though. I mean, depending on what he's eating.
I'm 40 right now.
You're what?
I'm 240 pounds right now.
Okay. Damn, big boy.
He's a big boy.
I've been up to like almost 290. Like I've been up to 289 and stuff. My other brother, who's taller than me, he's like, I think the heaviest he's been like 340.
Damn.
We have some bad dudes in Hex, man. I'm
We
telling
really
you.
do, man.
We got some big dudes. We got Marines. We got freaking corpsmen.
I'm not gonna lie. Like you guys almost like made me wish I was in the military. Sometimes I just I'm like, damn, look at all these dudes. This is awesome, bro.
Yeah, we got a great community. It's awesome.
Definitely,
It is
definitely.
awesome.
We got everybody,
Yeah,
trainers, Marines, you name it.
Can you imagine we do a stream and shit after 6 months from now? Shit, we're all just shredded, shirts off.
That'd be dope.
The ladies will enjoy.
That'd be dope as hell.
I don't know.
We'll do a calendar.
I gotta get going. I gotta get up early in the morning.
All right, bro.
All right,
So-
Briz.
All right, man.
See you, Briz.
Thank you for having me on, and have a good night. All right, guys.
All right, later, bro.
All right.
It's time for us to call it a night anyway.
Yeah.
All right,
All
guys.
right.
Thanks, Hexicans out there. You guys are strong. That's what this was about. You guys are the community of communities. I mean, everyone I've run into you, every one of you guys that I've been around, you guys are just freaking awesome. The girls too. Oh, and by the way, Franklin, the when you posted that photo of yourself, I was privy to a little conversation that the women had, and they didn't mention your name, but right after you put that down, man, they were talking about you.
I should, I want to show it to you. Thank you.
There was a couple of them who were like, they wanted to gobble you up.
I'm humble, man. I love it. I think we should all be like that. I want to see some real changes by next year, man.
Yeah,
Like
get back.
We'll be the fittest crypto community as well.
Hell yeah.
We should put together some type of a program that we
Hell
can,
yeah.
because there's enough of us that know enough to help people.
Yes.
Like I hear you talking. You're talking. That's
Damn
trainer
it,
stuff.
Richard! You made us all freaking self-improvement people. For God's sakes!
Damn it, right?
Yeah, but when you're talking macros and you're talking workouts and you're talking, everybody's individual, then at that point now, we could put something together where, there's not a one size fits all, but everybody can get in there and communicate with one another, and you can get advice from people that understand and maybe help put a program together for yourself.
Yeah, I'm definitely-
Because really what it is you've got to spend a good year of diet and exercise to figure out what is going to work best for you. And you need somebody to help coach you through that, and I'm talking, you need heart monitor so that you can monitor your workouts and what your heart rate is and how much you're burning and how you're burning and what fuel you work best on. Because, there's some macros programs out there where you work out and you feel like shit, but you're on the right diet, but then you change it up just a little bit, add a little protein, add a little fat, take a little carbs out, something like that, and boom, your workouts are like, man, I'm feeling great now, and that's what you want. You want to feel good and look good and be getting healthy at the same time. And that's what real good trainers will do. They'll help you get that dialed in to where you know what you got to eat, how you got to work out in order to get optimized and how to feel good and look good,
Exactly. And it's crazy because a lot of those online programs they're just cookie cutter programs, right?
Yeah, because they're ripping people off. They just,
Exactly.
I'll just throw this out there and charge everybody one price for it. And hey, it ain't going to work for most of them anyway, because they're just going to quit on it. So, I'll just make my money, versus a real trainer will do that for you and help you feel right,
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
all right,
We need
guys.
a program for somatotypes, like the different types. That would be cool if the Hexicans.
Yeah, go ahead.
It would. I'm like down for that, man, because we got enough people talking about it that we can put something together.
Yeah. Kevin LeBron got me one of those cookie cutter programs, man. I'm still a little pissed off about it, but I'm such a Kevin LeBron fan because he was coming back to the Olympia and everything. I was like, fuck yeah, man, he's gonna do it, man, at 50. And then I bought his program, and it was kind of trash. Yeah,
We'll get on it. We'll get that fixed, bro.
Yeah. I got you.
Strong.
Hey, Franklin, I sent you a DM. I wanted we'll DM. I wanted to know more about the ecto endo stuff. So
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know. It sounds cool. I want to check it out.
Anyway. Yeah, you've got to kind of evaluate your body type first before you can actually even start to put yourself on the path of what direction you need to take, and then you start adjusting based upon your results and how you feel, and then a good trainer can help you to switch up your workouts, switch up your intake, your diet, and your rest and sleep is so important too. Sleep and supplements, all that's important too.
Yep.
Sleep. Well, that's getting screwed up, you California folks. I'm on the other damn side of the map.
You gotta get. That's the other thing. If you take any of those elements out of your program, then you're going backwards, or you're not getting the results that you need. Exactly. You're not feeling like you're supposed to do. So sleep. I mean, I even I have a sleep app that I watch my sleeping habits when I'm in deep sleeps and all that kind of stuff. I have a heart monitor where I monitor all my workouts, so I know how much I'm burning and how I'm burning. So there's a big process to being healthy and being right on target. Because if you want something like abs, you got to have all that in place. You just don't get abs. You might have abs when you're in your 20s because you got lucky and you're just one of those body types or whatever. But if you want abs at 50, you want abs at 40, and you're gonna have to do the work. There's a lot of work involved in getting that shit.
Yes. And another crazy thing, we know Richard. He's a straight endomorph. Like he's a straight power type, and the kind of workouts that he does, he wants to do those kind of power lifts, which may or may not be so great for him all the time, right? But
it makes him feel good because that's what his muscles want to do.
That's what his body wants to do, So, and you can tell it's just raw power.
So, Richard, if you ever want to go toe to toe doing pull-ups, let me know.
Yeah, he's an endo. He's a strong man too. Yeah. All right, guys, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thanks for coming on. We'll catch you guys all on the Friday night hangout, the FN Hangout, your Discourse Syndicate. We'll see you then. Adios.
See you guys.
Sing it, baby. Sing it. Sing it. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we bring to you the man, dollar cost crypto.
Stay your